What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Downbeat podcast. Now, disclaimer, everything I'm about to tell you that's in this podcast might not actually be in the podcast. Reason being, I'm recording this before the guests get here because I'm a little bit busy today. I know what I'm going to ask them, so I'm sure this will be fine. If it's not, no refunds, no takey backsies. My guests this week are Jeff and Chris of Poison the Well. Poison the Well are a genre-defining metalcore band, one of my favourites of all time, certainly when I was growing up. Some seminal albums, and they are back after 17 years with a new album, Peace in Place. We're going to talk about the new album, Peace in Place, I hope. We're going to talk about the old albums. We're going to talk about their impact on metalcore, what they think of metalcore as it is today. I'm going to dissect some of these lyrics that when I was a little boy crying about the girls and that, then they really helped me, sort of incel. Pre-incel, can I say incel on YouTube? We're going to find out that. You're going to find that out if you can see this. I was allowed to say it. Before we get started, I want to let you know we have a Patreon, patreon.com/the Downbeat. On it, you get early access to episodes. You get ad-free episodes. You get early access to merch. You get discount codes for merch. Basically, anything I do, you're going to get it early. You're going to get it a little bit cheaper. It single-handedly makes this podcast spin round like the world of podcast it is. I don't have any notes today. I'm just freestyling. I'm not going to beg. If you like the podcast, I could really use your support. Patreon.com/the Downbeat. If you don't want to give me your support, you think I'm an idiot, right? You still got to look good. You still got to wear nice clothes. Let me tell you, I got something for you that's better than any band merch out there. I will put my hands up and I'll bet money on it. Custom made, perfect streetwear with a metal-y sort of goth edge. That makes it sound lame. I promise it's not lame. Just go and check it out. www.thedownbeat.at, so it spells downbeat. Please, as ever, this episode is brought to you by the wonderful people at Neural DSP. Whether you're in a revival metalcore band, or you're in a metalcore band, or you're in one of those pop bands that people call metalcore, which I also like, for the record, you're going to need great guitar tones. Now, Neural DSP are the only place you need to be going to get those guitar tones. You don't have to do any fiddling on the amps, right? They've already done it. And what's more, they've got actually some of the best guitarists in the world to do that fiddling for you. You load it up, you steal their tones. You want to sound like Gojira? Got you. You want to sound like Pliny? Got you. Tosin Abasi, Misha, and therefore Periphery. If you play the bass, I love and support you. My brother or sister or anything in between in rhythm. But you obviously know Dark Glass. They got a Dark Glass pack. They got a Jacob Mamansky pack. They've even got a vocal pack. If you are just completely void of any musical talent and you can just shout or sing, Mantra is the plugin for you. Listeners of the podcast can get 30% off any Neural DSP plugin by going to neuraldsp.com and using the code Downbeat. Check it out. It's Poison the Well on the Downbeat podcast. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you tired?
No, not at all.
I can't get a read on you. I'm like, does he want to be here?
I do. I've never.
He's never done a podcast before, basically.
I've never done one of these.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's like my worst nightmare is allowing me to talk to the world.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't fucking. Yeah. So,
Are you nervous?
yeah. Super nervous. I feel like people have a perception of me because I've just never been around enough, but I don't know. I'm always fucking eating shit, so I feel like it's gonna. They'll be like, "Oh, fucking!"
not at all.
I thought he was a brooding,
Look,
fucking like sad guy, and motherfucker.
You wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
people want to connect.
You're allowed to be both. You
Okay.
can be goofy.
Jeffrey, nobody cares about drum beats. People care about lyrics.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
This is true.
This
I
is-
really fucked up with the branding, with the drumsticks of the podcast, because everyone's like, oh, the drum podcast, yeah? And I'm like, no, it's like a metal podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for coming on the Downbeat.
Yeah. Thanks
you.
for having us.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We've been talking about this for a while,
Yeah.
and it finally happened.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Tom Williams.
Good old
Two-
Tom Williams.
2 in a row, Tom.
Yeah. We'll see
Maybe
how many
even-
more you get.
Maybe even 3. It might have been 3 episodes in a row with a Tom Williams shout out. This podcast is
it's
sponsored by Tom Williams at Gold Theory Management. What are you doing in Nashville?
Rehearsing at this like Amazon sized warehouse fulfillment center that's a studio. There's like arena build outs and shit. It's fucking crazy.
Sound
Rock.
Sound Attack.
There's two next to each other. One's called Sound something and one's called Rock.
I think it's Rock.
Rock Nashville. Why are you here? Because you're not playing a show here.
Well, I think originally we wanted to go to Omaha because Jeffrey lives in Omaha, and he just had a kid.
Congrats.
So instead of having him go all the way to California, we were like, Nashville seemed like it made the most sense. Plus, pulling audio and lighting and buses and all that shit.
Yeah, I think all of our was in the bus here and gear. I don't know, just seemed like a nice middle ground for everybody.
Yeah.
Because, I've been having to go to California for us to do like rehearsals. And
You can't be bothered with the flyer.
well, they've been doing, everybody's been trying to like accommodate my life into the band, which I appreciate. And, this was I gave me a couple extra days at home.
First kid. You had 17 fucking years
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, it took a long time to find the person that, I wanted to spend the rest of my life with and have a baby.
Come on.
No, but it took a while.
The best thing
Business
is,
brain kicked in. I was like, Mom, you had 17 fucking years.
no, the best part is we were talking. We were like in an hour conversation out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a kid."
Yeah.
You're like, "What?" This is like a few months after the opposite tour. I was like, "That's awesome. It's a time we're about to go record." Like, you good? And like, you're gonna be able to manage all this?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, once again, I'm taking a page out of Tom Williams being able to like balance all this stuff.
Which he has kids.
He has kids
with fucking like the circus act with the plates on sticks.
Yeah,
dude, he's like a master at it.
Well,
It's fucking nuts.
children.
He has kids, so one of the conversations we had, he was like, "We'll make it work," and
He does know how to do it.
Yeah.
Stray could have carried on going. We just got to a point where we weren't going to do it, but he could have done it. He was doing it good.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
hated it.
It's hard.
Is this the first trip away?
So we just did 4 shows in Florida. So that was the first time that I've been away. Anybody walk up to me, I'm like staring at my phone, watching videos of
that's cute.
Wayland. His name's Wayland.
Wayland.
Yeah. Watching videos. Yeah, I would just be like standing around doing nothing, and I'd find myself like staring at my phone.
Dad life, dude.
Yeah,
Dad
yeah.
life.
I feel like at the same time too, like Poison Well's massively important to me, and to be able to do something I love, and then also helps me provide for the future of my family is insane. Yeah, it's great.
Has it changed you?
I think it will change me more. Yeah, I mean, you think about being responsible for another human being and how they're going to grow up and how they're going to be. I think about that more now than I would have before without having a child in my life. So a lot of those like important decisions and discussions that I have to have with my wife about like how we're going to raise our child. I think that stuff I think that'll help me grow as a person in all aspects of life, right? I would.
It's beautiful, man. It's really beautiful.
Everything's a teaching moment.
You're beautiful. Not to bring it back to Tom. Not to bring it back to Tom Williams, right? I think the only thing I noticed when he had kids, like one of the reasons I asked if it changed you, other than obviously just wanting to know, was me and Tom used to have this bit when we'd be on flights, going to a tour or like Southeast Asia or something like. Insane early wake up, get on the flight, and we'd both just be like, I hope this fucking plane goes down. Like, and that was it. And then I tried it. It was not long after his first kid, and I was like, man, I hope this fucking plane crashes. And he was like, bro, I'm really scared. And he like developed this fear of flying. I was like, what the fuck? You changed? And he was like, I got a kid now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
I can relate.
A reason to live.
Yeah, I can relate to that. There have been moments where like I haven't been able to sleep because I think of every possible horrible thing that could happen.
Yeah,
at any point. One of them specifically being I have like a knife block in my house. And like 2 months ago I went to reach for the sharpener and it snagged and it kind of fell, and my wife was standing next to me and the knives didn't fall out, but in my mind I'm just like, oh, like what if he goes and like pulls something and then there's a horror movie scene. It's just stuff like that like freaks me out. Like every little thing in the house has now become like a final destination.
You gotta childproof that shit now, dude.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I have to like cover everything in rubber. And
You say you were worried that people are not coming across like the lyrics. You come across like the lyrics. Immediately straight out of the gate, I was like, oh yeah, that's the guy. Okay, so you're in Nashville rehearsing for this tour with Converge. Mm-hmm. You might as well kick it off. I got questions, guys. I'm a professional.
Yeah.
I only decided to be a professional about 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
So you get professional me. Whether or not you like it, I don't know. So touring with Converge, for me personally and a lot of other people, that seems like a meeting of 2 of the greatest metalcore acts of all time. How many times have you crossed paths before?
A few times. I mean, we haven't played a ton of shows with Converge. We crossed paths more with them at Chris Ross's place in Jersey.
Yeah, they would stay every once in a while. We just end up staying at Chris Ross's house, who played drums for Nora. And they would be there. I think we played, what was that? The Hellfest 2000 they played?
Hatebreed. The Hatebreed tour, the Poughkeepsie show. It was like us, Hatebreed, us, Converge, Sworn Enemy.
Oh, I know the one, yeah.
Yeah.
But you've never, it's never happened as a tour.
Never happened.
Yeah, because I looked for it. I was like, surely they've toured together.
Never.
Nope.
Yeah. Jake did Opposite of December's artwork.
Yeah.
Did the logo that we still use.
Yeah, we still use it.
That's Jake.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
For some reason in my head, I thought it was Derek Hess.
I could see that.
had the Derek Hess
Yeah.
effect.
No,
Sorry, Jake. About
No, that was, that Jake did that. Yeah.
So it was
crazy.
like a huge thing, like for us when we were, got the green light that everybody was down to do this tour. And it's a perfect time too. Like we both have new records out.
They got two. They got two, bro.
yeah.
They just released the second one today.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like surprise drop second album.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
There's that thing with surprise. Neurosis did a surprise drop. Now Converge is doing a second.
Straight from the Path last year. Are you approaching the set list differently, given that it's a tour with Converge and they're like, a different side of the same coin in metalcore?
They bring one thing, we bring another, and I think, at least for me, the way the set seems is we're leaning into us, right? Instead of trying to necessarily compete with them. They need to do what they do, and it's great what they do.
Yeah.
But I also think we need to kind of do what we do,
Yeah, so we're not choosing to play like heavier songs purposefully.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping you'd say, because
Yeah.
if you played all your heaviest songs and Converge, all their heaviest songs are like, I'm an old man now. I'd be like, give me one of the light ones.
Yeah.
Give me just a light one now.
We did take out the really light ones.
Yeah.
So you did.
Well, more so because we're also trying to diversify our portfolio, because I feel like we've been playing some of the same songs, or have played a couple of the songs a little, like already on a couple tours. So trying to throw out like a couple songs we haven't played. Plus we're adding a couple new songs, not too many,
Yeah.
just enough.
How many is just enough? Give me a taste.
3 or 4,
Yeah.
but
That's
three
the
right
right-
now.
that's the right amount.
Yeah, I think for a new record, you got to give people time to kind
Yeah.
of figure out what it is, instead of bashing, them over the head with like, oh, here's half a set full of new
Let it
songs.
marinate a little bit,
Gives us time to figure out like what songs people like.
I got a gift for you. I was going to save it for the end.
Okay.
But I'll do it now. I don't know if any of you are sentimental. And you can either both say I don't want it, or you can fight over it.
Now I'm worried. What is it?
Okay, so the last time I ever moshed was Poison the Well.
Where at?
Newport TJ's.
Ooh, Newport TJ's.
Right.
Yeah.
Newport TJ's.
In Wales.
It was the last time I ever moshed. And I broke my nose.
You're gonna give us a splint.
In the pit, no. But I went back to my parents for Christmas. And I remember after I broke my nose, I was like, I'm going to remember this. And I took the poster.
I have that.
I got that
You
framed.
already have that?
I
You
have it
both have
framed in my house.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, that's so sick because I can keep
what-
it now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, if you want it,
I'm
keep
keep-
it. If
I'm
not,
keeping
I'll
it.
frame it and put it up in our studio. But if you want it, it's yours. Take it.
Fucking
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
mine
yeah.
now. You already have it.
So I kept most of anything that I could get my hands on throughout tour, except for vinyl. I gave away all of my vinyl.
The one, the most expensive.
I didn't know. I had given them away like before I collected any vinyl too. So I just had like I've moved a lot in the past couple of years, and I would have to like lug around all these like tubs full of
I've done it.
posters and shirts and vinyl, and friends would come over and I'd be like drunk and be like, oh, want some Poison the Well vinyl? Yeah.
Want a first
and
edition?
Then the dickheads who knew that they were worth stuff, were like, oh, let me get an extra one. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. Here's a bunch of opposite of Decembers. Like, don't got, and I don't
Like
have.
first pressing trust
Yeah,
kills.
yeah. I had like a bunch of stuff and all that stuff is gone. I actually paid like $150 for like versions.
To get it back.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I want to get these back. And I forgot somebody was like, just tell the dude who's selling it that you're in Poison Well. And I was like, man, that's rough, dude. I was like, I'm not going to do that to him. And so, yeah, I bought that one. And then somebody like gifted me. I traded somebody a test pressing for a You Come Before You, like original.
But you still need opposite.
So I have a bunch of opposite represses. I don't necessarily care about it being like an original pressing. And then I have... And yeah, then I have like a Tropic Rock. I don't have a Tropic Rock, but I have a test pressing.
Yeah.
But it's missing like songs.
Is it?
Yeah, it's.
I have the test pressing, and I also have the original that we got from whoever pressed it.
Yeah.
But I never listened to the test pressing, so I don't know what is or isn't on.
Yeah, the test pressing's like it's also out of order, but it's missing stuff. But I think that's good enough. I also ran out of space. I don't have any more.
Yeah.
Moving vinyl is the worst. I did it today. I'm
Yeah.
in the
You're
process
like
of
in
doing
the
it
throes
right now.
of it.
It's so fucking heavy.
It's super heavy.
And I wouldn't have blamed you, especially that would have been maybe when before vinyl was like really back. And it's like MP3s of the future. It's like, I don't want to carry all this shit. I sold all my CDs like in a similar way. And then now I'm like, that was worth fucking. I would never have thought that a first pressing CD would be worth money. And
Oh, wait, there-
CD's a thing now?
yeah, well, just like
Well, we're selling CDs.
We are, but him
They're
and
a
I were
thing.
talking before this. We're like, who buys CDs? Is it like a thing? Like
it's a thing.
It's a thing. Okay.
It's
Okay.
a thing, especially like first pressing. It's like moral of the story.
First pressing of CDs.
Yeah, no, this is a real
Really?
thing. Yeah, just keep all your shit. Just be a fucking hoarder, and then in 30 years you can sell it all.
I have like all my like video game stuff and like boxes.
Old video game stuff.
No, like newer, like PlayStation. Not newer, but like the oldest stuff I have is like PlayStation 2. I gave away like my mom gave away all my like Nintendo stuff. Which
Yeah, you just got to wait out for that PlayStation 2 though, because there's games.
I got a couple.
Yeah.
I got a Silent Hill game that's worth a decent chunk of change for a video game or whatever. But I keep everything. Like I have but I also keep boxes of like I bought like some Shark air purifiers and I kept the boxes of that too for some reason. It's now becoming a problem.
That guy.
It's
I
a
used
problem.
to be
Yeah.
that
Becoming
guy.
a problem.
And then I moved. I figured it out yesterday. I moved 5 times in the last 6 years. One of which being intercontinental.
Yeah. How was that, by the way? Like, did you just get rid of everything from England?
I threw a lot of stuff away.
Yeah.
And when I was doing that, I was like, why am I keeping the box from my iPhone 9? Like it's just somewhere.
Because it might be worth something.
Just the box.
Yeah. Oh,
Just the box.
dude, you
Like,
can
box
buy
culture.
it. I mean, it's
box culture. It's
yeah.
a thing.
It's crazy.
It's a thing.
Like I've kept like a TV box. You know how big TV boxes are now.
Yeah.
But if you move,
I wish I'd done that.
exactly. But who wants to keep that huge box, right?
Nope.
So I keep stuff more because I'm like, I might
Where'd
have
you
to
keep the
move
big
it.
box?
In my basement.
For some reason, when you open your mouth and it started with a B, I thought you were going to say my big box room.
Yeah,
Even my big box room.
Which is his basement. You go upstairs and there's just boxes everywhere.
boxes.
My basement right now is like full. I didn't build anything. I don't know how to do anything like that. My handyman built me like a vocal booth in my
sick.
basement. Shout out to Jay. And then we're gonna build like shelving so I can put all my crap back in that area.
Are you a collector?
I used to be obsessed with Todd McFarlane toys.
Yeah.
So I would buy them like crazy back in the early 2000s. So I have like all the horror maniacs and
You know what's
stuff.
so weird? Last night, honest to God, I swear on my mum's life. Mum, I'm sorry, but it's true. I was looking at McFarlane Toys' Instagram last night. And I'm like I'm not into that
Yeah.
stuff, but Sangwa Sugabog is doing a song on the new
Spawn movie?
Spawn movie, and they posted it, and I was like, oh, I remember those toys. And honestly, last night, fucking 24 hours ago, I was scrolling in bed like, these are cool. Maybe I'll get some. A Bane? I could
Yeah,
get a Bane.
there's a bunch. Like I have boxes and boxes of them, and
Keep the boxes, definitely.
they're boxes and boxes. Yeah, and they're boxed too. And it's like the bane of my existence because I've had them for 20 years, and every time I move, I have to move, and they get more damaged every time I move.
You are literally, I'm in that world right now, but with other stuff. You collect anything? This is not on my questions, by the way.
Like snares and kits and shit like that, like audio stuff. Like not anti-toy, but like the opposite of toy, like adult. I mean, you probably do the same. You probably collect shit like drums and snares, and not so much.
I mean, I've got a bunch, but I don't like collect. Oh, I guess I collect them.
Well, ask him why. He'll tell you. They're investments. He buys them because they're going to be worth on later. Oh, he's a collector.
In theory.
Have you got heat? What you got?
I got a late 70s Ludwig stainless steel kit.
Oh,
that's
the
like
steel kit, not the steel wrap.
No, the actual steel kit. It needs some needs refurbishing, but sounds excellent.
24
by 14.
Fucking checking his phone. Checking his phone because it's about drums.
No, I'm not. I was actually going to make a comment like, oh, fucking nerds. And I was like, just talking about toys. So.
Yeah, if you would have said that, I would just
exactly. Yeah. I caught myself.
So there was a guy in Vegas and I bought it. It's like a 24 by 14 kick, 14 by 10 rack, 16, 16, 18, 16. You know,
that's a beautiful kit.
Great kit. I just got a Gretsch kit, a USA Custom. Not vintage, but almost identical sizes. But I also have a 13 by 9. It's going to be recorded kit. I'll probably ship it to Will's whenever,
Yeah, just let him get a million other bands on it.
No.
It's going to happen,
We'll be first.
I left a couple of snares there. They've seen some action.
No, I'm sure. Is that 40th anniversary that he has? Is that his or is that yours?
No, but I'm going to have to come clean. I got one of those and the hoops for it. And then Will goes, I want one in that exact voice. And
he did the same thing when I bought a Gretsch Phosphorus, which is essentially the same thing, but it's like a 5 mil instead of a 3 mil.
One, yeah.
And he is just like, "Oh, that sounds good. I'm gonna get one." And I'm like, "Oh, it'd be cool to get one."
That was. Yeah. Do you know how many Will Putney impressions have been on it? He fucking hates it. I'm sure everyone's got one. But then he was like, I want one. So I bought him one with my endorsement and I just gave it to him. Anyway, we need to stop talking about drums.
Yeah.
It's not a drum podcast.
But it is called the Downbeat, so you know.
I fucked up, bro. But you know what my thought process with that was? Downbeat, like I'm kind of miserable sometimes. And like I'm goofy other times.
Yeah.
Like you. Mm-hmm. Downbeat. And it's like
the opposite of upbeat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, it's also drum related in this drumstick pentagram, and I fucked up. And here we are.
Well, you're not just doing drummers, so
thank God. Forgive me for the interruption, guys, but festival season is officially kicking off, and I want to let you know about a little festival the Downbeat's going to be at, and I would love to see you there. This May, Welcome to Rockville is at the world-famous Daytona International Speedway in Daytona, Florida, from May the 7th to the 10th. If you've never been, this is the year that Rockville celebrates 15 years with over 160 bands across 4 days and 5 stages. The lineup is absolutely mental. Just looking at it, you got everything from Bring Me the Horizon, Architects, and Motionless in White to Turnstile and My Chem. If you're like me and you also really like the really, really heavy stuff, I can't believe you can see Whitechapel, Behemoth, Cradle of Filth, Deicide, and Suffocation on the same bill as Foo Fighters and The Offspring. If you like horror movies, they've got Ice Nine Kills. If you like cartoons, they've got Death Clock. There is something for everyone. 4-day and single-day passes are on sale now with plenty of hotel packages and premium upgrades available, including VIP and the ultimate Daytona Owners Club. Visit welcometorockville.com, check out the mental insane lineup, book your trip, and come join me at one of the premier rock and metal festivals of the year.
Is that a scanned piece of paper?
No, I just write it out.
Oh.
But I have to give myself a little note.
I know it's not a piece of paper.
It's an iPad Pro.
It looked like you took a picture of a piece of paper.
It's a PDF because I did it on a different computer.
Okay.
Is that a piece of paper?
What is that piece of technology?
2026.
Is this Star Trek shit?
Opposite of December. And I also need to know this because I'm an idiot. Is it Tear from the Red or Tear from the Red?
Tear.
Tear from the Red.
I've always said Tear, and like sometimes I've pronounced something wrong, British plus before like podcast media, and then someone's going, it's actually pronounced that. I'm like, okay, fucking end of my world. Anyway, opposite of December, Tear from the Red, like when I was growing up, just non-stop.
That's awesome.
Non-stop listening to them. One of few records which I talk about a lot on the podcast because I've got a bone to pick with remixes and remasters.
Mm-hmm.
However, the Putney remix and remaster, unbelievable.
Yeah. It's funny because I
bet-
can't really tell, no offense to Will, but like, I can't really tell the difference of remasters. Remix is obviously usually a bigger thing.
I think he did a little remix on it, didn't he?
No, there's no multi-tracks.
Was it just a remaster?
It was just a remaster.
Damn, he did some magic though. It's really fucking nice.
I mean, it's Will. He's going to do magic, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we actually recently found out the Tear from the Red Pro Tool session doesn't
gone.
exist.
Doesn't exist.
And then
should
I
have
have-
kept it in a big fucking box.
Well, we have the DATs for.
Well, I don't know if you I don't know if you heard this when Staska was at.
Well, there's no vocals on.
There's no vocals, so I have the reels. They're like 1.5 inch reels, but they did all the vocals on Cubase, and then when he mixed it, it was however he did it, fucking 30 years ago or whatever, how long ago it was. But I have the reels with the music, but no 17, 18-year-old Jeff.
Is that opposite of December?
Yeah.
Triggered kick.
Yeah. The kick
But-
drum,
but-
that I had was garbage. It sounded like shit.
But
It sounded like garbage.
It changed the game because you went triggered kick,
Mm-hmm.
but like no other samples from what I can hear, and just like the rawest, unedited drums, but with a crazy triggered kick.
That's like the first LP I ever recorded. I had no idea. Nobody knew what we were doing at all.
Yeah.
The person that probably knew the most was Staska.
Yeah.
But none of us knew anything. It was just picking through the samples for the kicks because Jeremy Staska, shout out, would be like, oh, you should do this. You should trigger the kick.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like Derek and I were like rolling through and like, that sounds really cool. Let's go with that.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't.
Slate Z3.
It was definitely like a piece of hardware.
Oh,
It was-
DM5 type
Something
thing.
like that. Yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of cool. I really wanted to know
So it was-
about that drum sound. And you know what? People now in the revival of metalcore are like struggling to get that drum sound, and you're just admitting like we didn't know what we fucking did. That's the key though.
you want a hot
they're
ta-
happy accidents.
if you want a hot take, I think it sucks. That's my hot take. You can edit. Hey Simon, you can edit that out.
Nope, that's in.
But that's my own personal criticism of 17-year-old me versus 45-year-old me.
You
right?
mean the playing on the sound?
Well, both. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. It was just like, hey, we're recording, and I just fucking play as fast as I could and just play it and be like, oh, well, I guess that's what we're doing.
Are you happy with your performance on those records?
Yeah, I mean, my voice is real high.
All throat.
Late puberty?
All throat.
And the singing sometimes, I mean, I think it's an important step towards where I am today vocally. And I definitely have issues, but who wouldn't have? I'm right. I'm sure you have things on your records that you wish. Let me rephrase that, because not change, because I would never change anything, right? Because it's then you create a butterfly effect.
Same. I wouldn't
like. I would never
change
want to
it.
re-record those records or anything like that. I think they are what they are for the time, for our ability to create them. So they're special in that way, and I love them for that. I definitely love Chris's loud ass. Is that a bell? What the fuck is that?
I got a whole fucking section on
that
this
whole
bell.
dinner bell shit?
It's
The
coming.
bell, the bell.
Is it the top of a symbol?
indiscriminately abused that bell sometimes in time, most of the time, not in time.
I mean, I'm going to get to the bell because I have a specific question in this about the bell, and one specific bell in particular that has...
Yo, next record's going to have bell on it. The next
I
record
saw
with
you
Will.
fucking play without a Zill bell recently.
No, I had one. It was like the little guy, but I got the big guy back.
Yeah,
but
thank God.
But it's not cupped upwards. It's cupped downwards. Because I'm trying to use it like a mega bell ride.
No, go back to you, bro. you single-handedly must have solved
No. I stole that shit from Indecision. Indecision, the hardcore band.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did that, and I was like, that's fucking cool. And I took it and just really abused
but
it.
no, we're going to get onto it because they didn't use it where you used it. Anyway, I've got a really nice emotional question, and we're talking about fucking drums again. There's a lot of emotion lyrically on those two albums. You were obviously going through it.
Yeah.
I would love to know if, at the time, the lyrics are to do with like one individual or past. Look at him nodding his head because it's some of it's very direct.
Yeah.
From listening to it a billion times, it goes from sadness to hate.
Some of those lyrics had been written before Poison the Well. some of that stuff I had already written. I was in a different band. Those got transferred over, but that was like my first relationship that I had ever been in.
Yeah.
So obviously everything was magnified. And then Tear from the Red came out, and that was like the breakup. So
Yeah, that's
it was
what I
it's
got
a nice
from it.
narrative for.
I just wanted to know if it was one person. I
It
don't
was
need to
one
know
person.
who it is
Yeah,
or
yeah.
any more
All good,
stuff.
yeah.
That's great though, because it's
I
like a double album to me, and I've always thought of it as that. Like,
It's akin to what's the name of the singer of Cursive?
Tim.
Tim Kasher, right? He has a song where basically, I don't know the lyrics exactly, but he talks about being in relationships solely for the purpose of having stuff to write about.
yeah,
Not that I was doing that, but it seems as though obviously I was able to draw from that a lot for those two records. Because You Come Before You deals with some of that stuff, but not as like those were like directly involved with like that relationship.
scathing.
Yeah.
Having a kid, you seem to be in a better place these days. Is it? But stylistically, your lyrics are still in the same kind of vein. Is it difficult to tap into darkness when you're in a better place?
No, because shit is fucked up sometimes, right? Even if things are good. So no, I've had plenty. I mean, I had 17 years to compile a bunch of fucked up shit. So
Oh, these lyrics, it's not like you stopped writing lyrics for 17 years.
I didn't stop having shit I could write about happen.
Nice.
You know, so
A little fucking notes.
yeah, my phone
this
is like
person.
full of notes. I have like lines, you know, on my phone. I also have movie ideas and toilet product ideas.
No,
I
I
write
got
everything down.
I got sketches. I got sketches.
I got
wanna do a
sketches,
ske-
comedy
You got ske- we
shit.
could-
I got
we
video
trade
treatments.
sketches.
I got a bunch of shit.
I got a revenge list.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay, I got revenge. Tom Williams also has one. He stole it off me. It's really bad. It's really bad. You have a revenge list, and you assign everyone a little emoji, and anytime, this is awful juju, by the way. Anytime something bad happens to that person that you need revenge on, even if you didn't do it, you give them an emoji. If they get to 3, then you take them off your revenge list because you've seen them eat shit somewhere else. Or you could do it yourself. And
So
add
the
all 3.
emojis are like the voodoo doll you're putting your
pretty
pins
much.
into.
And Tom saw me adding to mine one day and was like,
That's a
"What's
good
that?"
idea.
And I explained it, and he was like, "Oh, that's kind of sick." But I
So
think,
that's actually a really good idea.
yeah, it's kind of dark.
Yeah, you
you
have
gotta-
to
you
like
gotta get it out.
really be.
Oh, I got.
You're holding like a grudge, like
I had
legit.
3 people on mine,
Okay.
and no, none of them are on there.
Well, good.
One of
Hopefully,
them's schizophrenic.
hopefully
and it's like, you can leave the list.
I mean, hopefully you clear it out. In my mind, it's always good to not. I can hold a grudge for. I think I capped my grudges for like 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, I think so. It seems as though that's like now that I have time has gone by and I am paying attention to it.
Yeah.
I feel like after like 10 years, if I had a problem with somebody, I kind of am like, all right, I'm good.
So there was technically like a 7-year window that people could have fucked with you and not ended up on this album. If you're capping it at 10 years.
Yeah.
You got 7 years carte blanche to fuck
Well,
with you.
that doesn't go away. The experience is still there, right? But the any animosity I have towards anyone, it would be gone.
That's a lot of energy
At least
to hold
on
on to for
well,
a
that's
long
what
time.
I mean.
Yeah, I
Yeah, and I don't want to say it's 10 years. Like it seems like a long
That-
time.
you
I
were
just
specific.
like I said 10 years. So let's
It's
say
in a note.
I'm gonna be really pissed off for 10 years, and then I'm gonna let it go. Not that, but it's not like I don't know if it works both ways.
12/23/93. What's the date?
Ryan's
lyrics, right?
It's not Ryan's lyrics. It's
Not his lyrics.
It's title.
Title.
He did help write the lyrics on that. I don't know exactly what the date is.
You don't know what
I think it's the ending of a significant relationship, not a romantic one, but a
Like a family member.
familial. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought he always wrote those lyrics. That was like the only lyrical contribution he's ever made to the
He
band.
might. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I put a word in, so
Probably put more than one word
What was
in.
the word?
I don't know. So put something in there.
Add a word, take a third.
I got it.
That's the publishing rule.
But yeah, I don't have an exact answer for that. And
Yeah.
he said
all right.
it. He said it a bunch.
Yeah.
They were just like little things that I want to know.
I mean, yeah. But are you going to ask what the meaning of the opposite of December is?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
I don't even know what this is.
I don't know either.
Oh,
It's been so.
No, I haven't got it on. I haven't got it on here.
It's not that I don't know the meaning. It's that it's changed in my mind so many times because I
Okay.
don't remember what 18-year-old Jeffrey was thinking when he was like, "Oh, the opposite of December." I have an idea of what I think it is. I think it might have been. At least this is the answer I've been giving myself for a while, which is when you think of December, you have Christmas,
Yeah.
and it's festive and family and gifts and all this stuff. And the opposite of that would be something not good.
Having nothing and no one.
Yeah. So, but I have heard people say like, well, what the fuck? Like, it's cold in December. And you can find many reasons to say December wasn't the best.
But you can't.
month.
So you wrote it and you can't remember.
It's changed. It's just changed. I would say the opposite of December for me would be that, yes,
Yeah, but if it's changed, do you remember what it was when you wrote it?
that's what I'm saying. I don't. Because
Okay,
it's
yeah.
it's changed. I only know my interpretation of it as
it
a
now.
old ass dude.
I don't think I ever. It wasn't on my questions. I don't think I ever read into it. Other than that sounds cool.
Okay.
It definitely sounds dark.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds like. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like what you're saying is kind of the only thing that I can think of. Any thoughts on that? You got your own interpretation of that?
I just remember him having a book. I remember Derek looking through and being like, the opposite of December. He's like, that's awesome. And then I remember being like, yeah, that's really cool too. That's the only thing I could really
And not
Yeah,
a single
see,
person said, what does it mean?
Yeah. See, I don't remember anybody having any opinion on the name of the album and me
Yeah.
just going, this is what it's called. But
What about
that's what
been
that's what I remember.
it's
but
been
that
a
could be
long
fake
time.
ass memory. I don't,
that's what
don't
I mean.
know.
Everybody's inserting all these fake ass memories into like these big decisions of
Yeah.
this record.
What about Tear from the Red then?
That was what it means?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Tear from the red.
I don't think you ever told.
sound like
you don't. You just
heard
told me
for
that.
the first time.
Because I think when I would choose, so like I would write all the time. I had all these books and I would look through stuff and I would emotionally pick. Like sometimes I would see something and I wouldn't necessarily have a meaning as to why the record should be called that, but it felt like that's what the record felt like, right?
Yeah.
Like the sound, like Tear from the Red could be like, red is blood. And see, this is what I, right? When you have to explain it,
I didn't have these questions.
100%.
You set it up
I
like
started.
you had it.
I started, yeah. I've opened the kimono to a bunch of explanations of things that I didn't want to explain because then it dumbs them down. But yeah, I think a lot of like the choosing of titles for song, like I have titles for songs that don't have any relevance to what the song is about. It's more like a feeling of like, all right, this is like an identity for the song.
Yeah, I get that.
Like a kid, right? Like not everybody names their kid like something. I don't know if my mom didn't name me Jeffrey because it meant this thing. She probably just thought it sounded cool because Jeffrey's a cool last name.
That's a good. That's a good.
Jeffrey,
good way of
Jeffrey
looking
the
at it.
giraffe.
So yeah, so I named some
So
of
no meanings. Pointless question that you set up.
yeah, no meanings. That's just watered down like all this.
I do remember you talking about you come before you and explaining that.
Yeah.
That I do remember. It's like you having to put yourself, you come before you. It's just you're putting yourself, sometimes you have to put yourself before other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do remember
Well, mine
that.
was more Inception, where it's like put yourself in front, but then to continually do it over and over again. Man, this is horrible. This is why I avoided doing all of this stuff.
You asked this. You set this question up like you had something, and now this bit of content is purely your
Simon,
fault.
this is garbage.
No, Simon, I like this bit. Stay.
Were there chicken wings?
Dude, what do you mean chicken wings? What are you talking about?
Oh, the fucking hot ones.
No, that was like. It was correct. That was like you were just teleported to this room. You just suddenly out.
We don't need fucking chicken wings, dude. Because quick fire. No, the quick fire.
The quick fire shit. Okay, I get it. Lifetime Achievement Award for the Zilbel. Right? But there's one that is just egregious.
Yo, there's a lot that's
No, but
egregious.
there's one that's like Grammy Award winningly out of place that is fucking amazing though. A Wish for Wings That Work.
Oh, bro. Come on.
What is it? Is it like forever
it is.
such an unpleasant word? And then you go, ging, 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 ging. It's crazy. I need to know what was going through your fucking head and how it got on the record. I love it for the record.
I honestly don't know. I was probably just recording it and being a 17-year-old and not knowing anything about anything and just did it and nobody caught it and it made it by. And then now we're talking about this shit like 26 years later.
I had heard that people had requested to turn that bell down and Chris was opposed to it like pretty hard.
In the mixing.
Yeah.
Zero recollection
Well,
of
it's
this.
just like,
Zero
no.
recollection.
Like, we're not going to turn the... And it's great. It was a good... I mean, I air drum them even during the set.
Yeah.
And I see people do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I was telling you about. That's so like just...
It's iconic. And I would have sided with you guys. At the time, I'd have been like, this can't be this fucking loud. You stuck to your guns, and here we are talking about it.
Yeah.
And it's iconic.
It's funny.
Many.
It's funny. I honestly don't remember. And I remember for a long time, I was like, I'm not going to play that shit so offensively loud and so offensively out of place. And at some point, I'm like...
that on a ride recently.
Yeah. I was like...
I need it back on the Zilbell, bro. Everyone needs it back on the Zilbell.
I'll pay for the bell. We'll buy it.
I fucking got one somewhere.
I got one. And shout out to Eric at Zildjian. I got one. I'm good.
Oh, this is a separate
But it's
point.
turned upside down, no?
Yeah, because
You gotta turn it the other way around.
So I could ride on it, like use it like a fucking ride.
No, turn it.
Can I get like a dinner bell and do it on stage?
That's awesome. You should hold the Zilbell. Like, remember when Keith Buckley used to have the cowbell?
Yep.
You hold the Zilbell.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. If you see that was my idea. Because that's fucking awesome. Run it by Tom. There was a video the other day. This isn't on here, but it's got me thinking about it. I got tagged in it a million times because it was like a Zildjian walkthrough video.
Yeah.
Where and you're like explaining your dream ride that doesn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
And you explain my signature ride symbol.
Yeah.
Why don't you have one?
Because this is a 21-inch, and I play either 22 or 23.
Ah, there we go, and I feel better. I was like offended.
No, Eric sent me one. It's a great ride. It's just
Just too small.
it's a little too small. That's all.
And now I see why you got the bell when you put it upside down, because there isn't a 22 with a big bell that isn't the mega bell.
Because the new record, we mega belled everything, but then we'd go between a 22-inch Constantinople bounce for like a little darker tone, and then I have one of those classic Avitus rides that they discontinued, like a 22-inch.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect wash, the perfect stick definition. Just no bell.
No bell.
So there was a lot of like, we would do something and it'd be like, hey, Will would be like, put the mega bell up. We got to do the bell bits. But the mega bell, that bell's just phenomenal. You know,
Yeah.
How big is this mega bell?
Mega.
fucking mega.
mega?
Yeah,
mega.
pretty mega.
It's 9.5
It's
inches.
fucking huge. Yeah, it's huge. I got one, but I can't. You can't wash it. You hit it.
9.5 inches. It's in its own category on the website.
They
That was
discontinued
that was
it
a
for.
porn joke. If anyone got it at home, leave a comment.
They discontinued that thing for like forever.
And they made like a weak version of it. Jeff's getting bored again. Come on, let's carry on.
Yeah.
Slice paper wrists. Slice paper wrists.
Yeah.
I got a lyric that I need you to explain, but you're definitely going to say I don't fucking remember. I remember the day the sun went out. I got explained to you. I was 13. I was going through breakups. Maybe I was 15 when I actually got into it. I was going through breakups. I was a fucking little sad little emo boy that liked metal.
Well, there you go. Like, wouldn't it be like? Didn't it feel like
It was
everything went dark
It was everything
when you
to
broke
me.
up and you
Yeah.
got your heart broken? You're probably laying in a corner, fucking crying.
Yeah.
Like that's the day the sun went out, right?
Yeah, okay. So that's what I thought it meant, and that's
Okay.
how I took it when I was a kid.
Good.
Now I still take it. Sometimes I did one of these with Death Heaven, and I got loads of stuff wrong. I was like, "Does this mean this?" Because to me it means this, and it was like, "No, actually, it means
Okay.
this." But it was super fucking interesting.
Yeah, I think like that would be a good visualization of that feeling.
I'm pretty sure I ripped that off for something.
I think isn't there a Boy Sets Fire record called "The Day the Sun Went Out"?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so.
There might be.
I think I stole it as well and stuck it in one of my old bands. It's like,
Okay.
what about this lyric? Just one of yours.
It's all good.
I'll have to go double check.
We're all from the same community. We can share.
It didn't make any money anyway, so don't worry about it. Nerdy. Mm-hmm. You obviously know that song. You guys, sick? This isn't the question, but you sick of playing that yet?
No.
No.
It's a fucking ass beater. And
Yeah.
one of the main reasons it's a fucking ass beater for me is like when you get that boom, bah, you know someone's getting their fucking ass beat immediately.
It's a nice pick me up towards the end of the
Yes.
set.
Yeah.
Like it's nice to have that to like end the set, everybody's gonna go crazy for us. Like, at least for me personally, like I get hyped
You
up.
will,
if
you
I'm a
will be
little
swamped
tired,
by kids.
which is fine because I'm not worried about my shoes no more. Because
What's the deal?
well, it used to be a problem. I used to make the band buy me shoes.
Yeah.
Because I would buy shoes and they'd get fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I gotta buy fucking shoes again.
And we all had like gear allowances, and he didn't have anything, so he's like, "God damn it!"
All the
He's
time.
like, "Go buy me
All the
shoes."
time I'd be like, yo, you gotta buy me shoes. Everybody gets strings and drum heads and stuff.
What shoes were they though? Were you
I
getting
think
good?
the first pair of shoes I bought like some freaking astronaut Nikes, and they were like $100 back in 2000. So it wasn't the best pick, but just a pair of Vans, nothing crazy. I just wanted to spend money like they did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he got bummed because we all got allowances and shit like that.
What,
We'd be
allowances to
buying-
spend on gear?
Well, yeah, we go to Guitar Center and be like, everybody's like in a candy store, and
Yeah.
I'm like losing interest.
You're like, hello?
Yeah, well, I can't. I can't replace my mics all the time. I don't have to. So
Yeah, but you could go to, what's the, I only know the one in the UK, Forbidden Planet. So you could go to the Spawn toy store.
Yeah.
Use some of that money in that.
well, they would fight back pretty hard. Be like, we need this in
Which
order.
is
You
technically
must have had
true.
endorsements though.
Oh yeah, it
Now
took-
they do, yeah.
It took me a while to get a head endorsement because I didn't get the Evans deal until like 2008 or 2009.
Yeah.
But prior to that, it was hard because like when we started, like most companies were like, "What is this?" Because it was before like nu metal was big. That was the
Yeah.
thing that those companies were looking at, and just fucking bunch of kids playing aggressively heavy music. They just didn't know what it was. It definitely took a moment before got things going.
Do you know Thomas Pridgeon was a fan? Did you know that?
No.
There's an interview with Thomas Pridgeon I saw a while back. Played for the Mars. You know who Thomas
Yeah.
Pridgeon is?
I do not.
Played for the Mars Vol.
He's a beast.
He's
a
like,
beast.
Okay.
he's like
he's a phenom.
absolutely unbelievable drummer.
Yes.
And I can't remember what the interview was. And someone was asking what he was listening to. And he was like, I'm really into this band right now, Poison the Well.
Really?
Yeah.
Really funny.
When was this?
This was like, I want to say...
I was trying to figure out what record he would even be
You,
listening
you
to.
were already out by this
Yeah.
point. This is maybe like eight or 9 years ago. And I remember thinking, that's how two worlds I never thought I'd
Yeah.
see.
No, yeah, weird.
Was he on? Was he playing drums for Mars Volta when we played? Was it Big Day Out?
Yeah, no, that was John.
Okay.
He joined.
Wax Samulk or what? What's that
Yeah,
album?
it was-
Bedlam and Goliath.
What-
Usually I've got a producer to Google when that came
Yeah.
out. But
But yeah, it was
No, I
like I
wasn't
think they
gonna do
did
it.
3 records with John. So I think Thomas joined maybe the late 2000s.
yeah, Poison the Well fan.
Well,
yeah,
that's
we were
cool.
at that point. We were like later.
You piece. We're going to get onto that.
Oh, and what a story it is.
Wait. We didn't
No, just
get
kidding.
my actual nerdy question. Is that Deftones inspired? Or was it just, I'm in the studio, I'm going to go...
It's probably Deftones. To be honest, I kind of don't remember a lot of
Fuck
the
me,
record.
guys.
I know
Every
it's,
fucking one.
It's so long though.
Dude,
It's
it's
so
so
long
long
ago.
ago.
It is
And
a long
like
time.
like he says, like we were there. Like,
Quick.
well, it was quick. We also were just like, we just want like 4 people to sing along to this record,
Yeah.
and weren't paying attention to anything. We're just writing a record. I remember handing it to one of my friends. I don't know if this is a good explanation as to why we don't remember anything other than time. But I remember handing the record to one of my friends,
Yeah.
and he wouldn't give it back to me. And he was like, nah, I'm going to keep it. He's like, it's like the best thing I've ever heard. And I was like, well, I hope I remember everything because this might be important one day. But
You remember that story, though?
yeah, I remember that.
Remember
But
the
that's
story.
easy to remember.
Yo, so-
Emotionally, where I was at is a different question.
Horn and Tails from Tear from the Red. I always thought it was a love song.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I actually read the lyrics, I was like, this is a hate song.
Yes.
Was that intentional to make it sound like a love song?
I think just because it's like an acoustic song.
It just comes across as love.
It's a sweet sounding song with.
I want to ask you what a
mean-
lyric means, but you're going to tell me you don't know what it means.
I know the I know the location of where it's supposed to be taking place, and it's our old van. Like the gray chair is cold, but here for me,
Was it the Dodge?
it's like
Oh, okay.
it's our van, right?
Okay.
I was on tour all the time, and our van and our band were there for me all the time.
Was it the Dodge? Was it the very first one that we bought?
Yes, one with the fucking with the chicken wire
chicken
grill
grill.
with the stolen Cadillac symbol
Yes.
attached
Oh,
to it.
that's cute, though, that you remember that. Now that line makes so much sense to me.
Yeah, great
'Cause
chairs.
that is, by the way, such a poetically beautiful song, but it is so, like, ambiguous in the wording that I'm like, this could mean anything.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I always like that about, like, if I ended up writing something that people could interpret it however they wanted to.
Yeah.
Especially because when they asked me what it was about, I probably was going to do a horrible job of explaining it.
Yeah.
Only because I don't like giving up like the fucking answer, because somebody could have a real attachment to a meaning for a song, and then I tell them that, and like you said with Deaf Heaven, where you're like, I thought it was this, and it's not.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of steals like a little piece of it for somebody who's had this meaning towards a song because they've interpreted and internalized it a specific way. And I don't want to take that away from somebody.
So it's intentional. You do it. You're very talented. Very talented. It must be hard to do. It's not a joke. Are you looking at me like I'm joking?
No, I'm trying to understand what you mean, like talented in the way that I don't explain anything.
No. It's in like to be able to take what you're feeling, and then give it an air of ambiguity so other people can relate to it while still getting out what you intended.
For sure. And you know, I don't know. I don't think that was the goal. I think that's just ended up being my writing style. Which did change later on. That's always been in the back of my mind when anybody has ever asked me about. I actually remember a time where we played a show. Somebody came up to me, asked me about the meaning of a song, told them, and I could see in their face that they were disappointed that their interpretation of it wasn't at all what it was. And I was like, I think that was the moment where I was like, well, maybe I'm not going to really think about that very much, so I don't have an answer for people when they ask me.
Do you remember what song it was? Probably that one.
It wasn't. It was for Apathy's A Cold Body.
Oh, right. Okay. You don't have to say it again in case you ruin, but I'd like to know.
No. I don't like. I will say that their interpretation of it was really off, but that was cool to see that somebody took it that far away from like where I was trying to land. So I if anything, I would want to hear what other people's interpretation of the lyrics are versus what mine, like what my intention for it would have been.
Well, unfortunately, it's my podcast, and I want to know what I never took your eyes out of my bag meant. Do you remember that one?
Because
because that makes no sense to me.
Because you would take a piece of that person with you, right? So I wasn't physically removing a piece of their body.
Yeah,
you could say in a way that they look at you, that would be something I would want to have with me while I was gone as a memento to have them near me. So even though I hated them, I still kept this piece of them with me, and I think an interesting way to frame that would be their eyes.
Their eyes. That's fucking. See, that's what that. I don't care if you didn't enjoy this or you're not enjoying this. That's answered a riddle for me for fucking however many years that is. That's cool. Yeah, that's really poetic. That's what I like.
Awesome.
I feel like you hate your lyrics.
I don't. Not at all. I mean, I think they just their meanings change so much over the years. If I look at Opposite of December lyrics now, if anything, getting older and looking back at lyrics when I was much younger, I think I tend to simplify them too much, so they kind of lose the magic that I felt maybe they had then. Mm-hmm. It's cool to be able to like revisit that, right? I have like a time capsule basically, and I can be like, oh, every record I can go back and be like, oh, I remember where I was, or you know, what I was going through. But reading them now, I go, they're oversimplified and they've changed so much that like I wish I could go back and listen to them for the first time and have like that imaginative interpretation of it.
Well, other people do.
Great.
People are still getting into them. Last one on the old shit. Parks and What You Meant to Me. Now. Now
what is the song about?
Now. Lyrically,
yes,
seems like a love song. Mm-hmm. But I did hear, I heard a little rumor that it's more than that.
Yes.
Go on.
It's about having sex in a park.
When you know that fact, Tom Williams told me that fact.
Yeah.
That Tom Williams told me that. I don't know if he does like manager shit with you guys, but like he's a massive Boys in the Well nerd as well. I think when you told him that, he told me that the same day.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, you're never going to believe this.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It's about it, and when you read the lyrics, knowing it's about
It's
having
a horny
sex,
ass song.
It's so horny and it's so fucking like literal.
Yeah.
But it's disguised in such a way that I never knew that.
Yeah, it was a special time, that experience as a young man, so it seemed relevant to write about it. Sorry, I'm sure my mom will probably... She doesn't want to hear
You've
me.
got a kid and she knows you've had sex.
Of course, but you know, they're like, oh, this dude's like time capsuled like an experience like that. In a song.
Capsule sex.
Yeah.
Was there just one particularly good bit of sex that you remember? Is it a biographical account of what happened?
The song?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but everything I write about happened in real life.
Yeah. But I didn't know if it was a post, as it's a breakup album. Didn't know if it was a post. You were just remembering shagging
Just remembering it.
in a park.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the breakup album, then not only are you angry about it, but you're also mourning the loss of some of those experiences. Yeah, all that stuff.
Shagging on a bench. Was it on a bench? No, it wasn't on a bench. I'm trying to think of the lyric. Let me pull these fucking lyrics up. Let's get these fucking lyrics going, and then we'll move on. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right, this is why I knew it wasn't on a bench. The white pavement seems so inviting, so lay back and gain bruises with me. It's been a long time since I've seen you from above, and you're still beautiful. Once you know, it's so horny.
Yeah.
Crash your parts into mine.
Straight up, I still don't understand how anybody doesn't know what the fuck that meant.
None of us knew.
Yeah, they're like-
the biggest fans. Crash Your Parts Into Mine is delivered in such a beautiful way as well, and it's just about shagging. Unreal. So lost inside of you.
Intoxicate me with all your voices.
What's the voices? It's just quite literally.
It's moaning. Yeah, like moaning and all
Oh yeah.
of those
Oh, I
things.
see. I'm learning even more. Damn.
It's a pretty horny song.
It's so horny. We got you to sing on the Stray horny song.
Yeah, that's the horniest song I've ever heard in my entire life.
Thanks.
Will Putney was like, yo, this is super horny. I was like, all right.
Yo,
It
get horny.
It was specifically, I've wanted to do like a Nine Inch Nailsy kind of song for ages. And we're like, last record, and we've only got 9 songs. What do we do? And I was like, well, should we do a Nine Inch Nails song? So I did like some of the programming and stuff, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up. I think we got the verses and the choruses like down, me and Will writing, and then I went to bed and I woke up and Will had created this fucking monster, and then we were talking about who we could get on it. Fresh off the knowledge that song is about having sex.
Okay.
Who's better? Boom.
Done.
Yeah, horny song.
Already experienced in writing horny songs.
Horny song, and also a bucket list thing for me to get you on a song.
Yeah,
Pretty
thanks
cool.
for. I was supposed to scream on it too, and we just ran out of time. Will forgot about it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I'm happy with the part I got to do.
Yeah, it's
That
great.
melody was cool, and
It was really cool.
yeah, it's very sensual.
Are you guys having fun? That's what
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
I'm blushing.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. He's dissecting your lyrics.
It's fine.
It's
Dissecting your fucking your
making
mega
fun
bell.
of my
I
mega
knew
bell
it.
shit.
He loves the bell.
Are you? I'm sorry. I'm British.
No,
This is
we're
what we
good.
do.
We're not. I would
I
say
know.
Chris and I probably have the thickest skins when it
Am I
comes to most
bullying
stuff.
you?
No,
Not at all.
no.
Okay, good. What was it that made you step away when you stepped away?
I was burnt the fuck out.
I think it was me and
It was you and I that were. Is it me and you or you and I?
You and I.
It's you and I?
Correct.
I
but pieces of you and me.
Pieces
Sorry,
of you and
I'm
me.
a fan.
I specifically remember being on tour with.
Oh, that's parts of what you meant to me. Never mind. Pieces of you and me would have worked for that horny ass shit.
It really would.
Yeah.
I remember being on tour with Rise Against in Europe, and having gone through all the crap that we were going through with being robbed.
Well, yeah, we were Billy Talent tour. Super great dudes, nice guys. Horrible tour to be on.
Yeah,
that didn't do anything for us and the morale of the band. And then we got jacked.
Second show out of Detroit, van and trailer, gone.
Everything.
And we continued on the tour. We borrowed gear and shit like that.
The tremors of that theft are still felt today. Like Ryan refuses to buy any vintage. Ryan had like all these vintage gear that he had with him that got stolen, and now he's just like
no Les Pauls. He's like I had the one. It was taken.
He had the one. He had a cab, like that red Marshall head.
Oh, the JC.
He was
JMP.
like, it was a perfect one. I could never find it again, and it's beating him down. He'll never buy anything like that
Anything
again.
nice because it would get stolen. AirTags.
I think he found all of the stuff that he wanted, and it got taken from him, and he's like, I'll never find it again.
I kind of respect that. It was gone forever.
Oh, straight up gone. Like we walked
But
out.
something
And
like that, surely.
So these guys went out the night before to go get a drink. It was like you and Phil, our old sound guy, and whoever, and whatever. They came back, and we parked initially in one spot when they dropped us off. And we all walked out. We're like, oh, they went to the bar. They must have parked around back. Just remember walking around the entire hotel and being like, where's the van? Where's the trailer?
Yeah, in the morning.
Where's the van? Where's the trailer? It was just like,
Yeah, then we realized it was gone.
yeah.
So, what did you say? Second showing?
Yeah.
We played St. Andrew's Hall, so it was the first. I think it was the first show.
It was
After the first show.
It was
The
immediately.
parking lot round the back.
It was in front of the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, in front of the hotel. And then, okay, so you finished that tour. And then what? Should we pack it in?
Well, we were on tour with Rise Against, and
Well, we went to Japan and played the arena in front of 200 people.
yeah, that was bad too. It was just like a lot of.
An arena in front of 200 people.
Well, it was
Loud-
like a music
Park.
festival, Loud Park, and we played like. Not necessarily because they thought they didn't put us in there because we were supposed to fill it, but there was a cover band that played before us, and there was 5 times more people, and then we went to play, and there was like, 500 people. Which now saying it out loud is kind of like a fucking bullshit, even response to it. But I think it says a lot about how burnt out we are, because if we went to Japan now and I played in front of fucking 300 people in any size room, I'd be fucking stoked.
Same, yeah.
It wouldn't be a problem for us, but we were pretty burnt out at that point. We just had so many things happening to us. It was you and I who were really talking about it a lot, and I think I remember being on the bus because we shared it with Thursday.
We shared it with Thursday. I specifically remember after one of the shows, you and I, it was probably a terrible show. People looking at us like we have like 15 heads.
Yeah, that was also a weird tour for us too, and I just kind of was like,
Felt like nobody
was
cared.
like, I think I need to go home.
Yeah, it was like
I haven't been home in a while. We also had been like put. We were like it felt we were also just being put on the road to make sure that everybody was getting their piece, and nobody was actually even paying attention or had a strategy as to why we were doing it. So things were just getting progressively worse, externally, internally. And shit, for us to even have the conversation, or I to have the conversation, because I didn't have anything else. No, I had been doing Poison Well for my 20s. To finally have the balls to be like, I'm gonna go home and get a job, meant that things were really bad.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. Yeah, I remember that conversation and being like, I don't want to do this. This isn't fun. It doesn't feel like anybody cared. Like we cared, but like it wasn't it just wasn't sustainable.
Yeah, and I felt that people cared, but it was hard to see past like all of what we felt. Plus, we were also like, how many years is that? Dealing with each other's. You're in a relationship, right? You're in a band, like you're in a relationship with these people, and everyone's problems are your problems all the time, and that shit was a massive.
Close quarters.
It's brutal. Yeah. After a while, I'd wake up and like somebody would have an issue and you just be like, I don't care. It's like, I have to deal with, I'm thinking about my future, and like you have like some problem that you should solve on your own. But we all have to exist within whatever's happening because we're in a band together, and we need to make sure you're good, and we need to make sure that we're good. And it just became too much.
Did you fall out?
No, that was the other thing. It was like we were still good friends. Like in my mind, I was like, yo, I need a break from dealing with everybody's bullshit. But it wasn't like, oh, because I'm tired of them or anything. It was just like, yo, it'd be nice to like not have to deal with like just the regular stuff from tour.
Yeah.
Because Chris and I talked all of the time after that. And maybe not immediately after, but like it didn't take years for us to talk or anything. It just kind of was like, hey, I'm gonna go home for a little bit.
There's no beef, and there was no like we don't want to create with one another. That was the thing too. We just like, let's just do an indefinite hiatus, figure out our lives. Who are we outside of the band? Because the same thing with Jeff. I had been doing this since I was like 17, 18 years old. I knew nothing about the world outside of being in a fucking van or a bus or whatever, going on tour. And you know, he's right. You deal with other people's shit. Sometimes it's stupid. Sometimes like, why is this guy acting like this? Like, there's so much more. This is stupid. Yeah. You know, it wasn't stupid to him, but it may have been stupid to me and to Jeff. And
then we weren't able to distinguish between that either, right? Yeah. Now you can't even just like, all right, I'm going to be here for you, even though I don't want to be here right now, just because it's just a process. At that point, you're like, yeah, good luck. You know, I'm out. I'm going to go do whatever I got to do. Yeah. But it was the right time to stop.
I think it was really important. Looking at it now and kind of where we went, I think it was important for all of us to grow up in our own different ways.
What did you do?
I moved to California and I started just playing for people. It was just like, okay, well, I'll just be a hired guy. And I just kind of had to restart over. And
you played on a lot of shit.
I played with a bunch of different people. I've learned how to exist as like a guy in a band and then a guy that, you know, shows up and is hired and that sort of thing, which was important for me because I love playing drums and, you know, I always want to get better and do the best I can and learn. Like, I've learned a tremendous amount from him and Ryan and, you know, try to develop those other relationships working for people and just take stuff in because I love playing drums. So that's what I did up until we all kind of reconnected over. We started playing shows in 2015, but more of the recording where we are kind of right now was.
I saw it in 2015. Well, maybe I saw it in 2016.
I thought it was 2016, yeah, right?
Canada Rock Fest?
No, the very first one was the Surf and Skate, and then the Williamsburg Music Hall. That was 2015.
Yeah.
That was the first one where like we dipped our toe back in.
Yeah. I was there. Tom Williams and...
Yeah, that Canada. Tom's talked to me about that one. Yeah. I had some vocal problems. That was like, I had been out for a while.
What did Tom say to you?
I sound like shit.
That's why he's your manager, bro.
Yeah, it's totally
Tom
fine.
will just be straight with it. He's like, that just needs to be better. He talked to all of us. He's like, okay, if you guys are going to go back, you need to fix this. You need to fix that. You need to fix this.
He's a fucking good manager.
And he was right. 100%. He's totally right. You know,
and we're good with that. Like I lied an honest criticism of what I'm trying to do from somebody who's a part of trying to improve and reach a goal, right? Yeah. Like I'm okay with that. You know?
I'd also like to say that any of the managers that we've had have never been that way. It was actually really refreshing to have somebody be like, this could be better, that could be better.
Yeah, you don't want a yes man as a manager.
We've had too many of those. And like I think, at least for me, I always knew that they were yes men. And it was very frustrating because you're like, whatever's happening.
This sucks.
Yeah, I want it. There's always going to be holes in your game. It's like, just tell me. I'd like to fix it. I'd like to be better at this or that or whatever. So that was life after.
Yeah. And then
you got a real job.
Yeah. Well, I remember that when we were having the conversations about going on hiatus, I was freaking out because I didn't graduate high school.
Yeah.
And went on tour like when I was 18. And that was like the first time that I had to think about getting a job because I was able to like survive off of nothing. So I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know that whatever I do, I can survive off of like, I don't know. I didn't need a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because we had learned like how to live off a little bit of money.
We were broke as fuck, dude. It was like next level dumb shit that we would do with money.
It just really sucked to like go back home and you'd see people who like had this idea of what being in a band was. And then we'd had accomplished all this stuff, but there was like a big decline in what we were doing. So like people would see me after they hadn't seen me in a while and they'd be like, it's Jeff from fucking Poison the Well. Like, this motherfucker's driving Lamborghinis and shit. And I would be embarrassed because I was like, I don't have anything. You know,
and
I have a lot of memories.
When people bought fucking CDs as well.
I think when Versions came out was when the transition from physical media to digital media. Also, piracy was like at its height when Versions came out.
Shit,
Yeah.
of course. So this is pre-Spotify, but post-piracy.
Yeah,
So,
so-
there's really no money.
Yeah. So yeah,
Weird
exactly.
transition. It was definitely the weird transition.
Well, what happened is that versions, we recorded it and it leaked 3 months before it came out. And if you looked at any like tracker information on torrents for that record, in those 3 months, basically anybody who would have bought the record had already illegally downloaded, burned it onto a CD, and had moved on by the time it came out. So it was a massive failure to the label. So we didn't have that no more, And then everybody had already given their opinion on that record, which that was a very divisive record. Yeah, and it was kind of like all of the worst things that could have happened at that moment during versions, and then that's where we were trying to like
make the band be the band again.
yeah, you're just like, well, what do we do now? It's like the first negative time in Poison. Well, everything had been fucking uphill.
Yeah.
You Come Before You was awesome. Deftones tour, all this shit, major label. They're all like super stoked on you. So I don't think we were prepared to handle the turn.
Yeah.
So when the turn came, it was devastating, and you're like fucking lost. And
We also missed a bunch of waves.
we also that record came out
2007.
because we had a bunch of problems internally too.
Yeah.
We lost Derek. Was trying to pick the pieces back up and figure out what we were doing. We missed like a big part of the time that we should have put a record out, so that when versions came out, it was too different.
Well, I think that what happens is bands jump on waves, and we were able to do that with Opposite, Tear, and then You Come Before You. And then when all that stuff happened with Derek and the whole thing, the wave kept going and we were off the wave. And then when we tried to get back on it, we were just doing something divisive, different, maybe a little bit more self-indulgent for ourselves or whatever. And it just like couldn't get back up on the wave. Same thing with Tropic Rot. Tropic Rot, we tried to course correct a little bit, but still sort of maintain the eclectic sort of thing we were doing, and we couldn't get back up on it.
Are you proud of versions?
I fucking
Yeah.
love versions.
Yeah, but versions is great. It's just different to
It's not
the
my
first two.
it's not my favorite sounding record. It's a hard record to listen to.
Yeah. But I think it's reflective of
Sonically.
Sonically.
I've tried to listen to it a few times in the past couple of years, and every time I listen to it, I'm like, fuck. It's a hard record. It takes a lot of like, you have to invest a lot into that record.
Yeah.
Musically, but sonically. I'm like, all right, already this is a weird record, but on top of it, we made it even difficult for people sonically to like get into the record. Though maybe that's aged well. I don't know.
I don't think the production doesn't stick out to me as being bad at all. What I always do remember about that record, though, the fucking CD, that little digipack, with just the sticker on the front. With the was it just didn't have the logo because it just had the sticker that had the logo.
It was just those icebergs.
Yeah,
And that was it. Yeah.
and then the sticker was on the top of the cellophane thing.
Yeah, Ed Brian Montori did that
Yeah, our
artwork,
friend.
which I love.
Yeah, I love that.
He gave me he did like a little painting.
Yeah.
Sick.
Because, that was like part of his, he had like a whole series that he did.
He's going to be showing them next year, I think, if I remember correctly, here in Nashville. Or he's trying to work it out with a gallery to show those paintings that he took the photos of.
Yeah, he did a really good job
Yeah.
on that. The artwork on that record feels like how that record sounds.
Yeah.
I also think that the record sounds like what was going on because Ryan's dad also died right when Derek quit. There was just a lot of I think when I listened to it, I'm like, this feels like all the chaos and all the sorrow and everything happening at the time. And us trying to figure out, well, can we do this?
Yeah.
Can we do this? Because Derek was such a big part of the band, But
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't feel that way. I mean, I didn't know it was a weird record. I thought it was an awesome. Ryan was like, yo, check out this riff. And I'm like, hell yeah, this sounds awesome. I don't fucking know. I'm just like, yeah, it sounds like Poison Well.
Yeah.
Sounds like, we're experimenting. It's still heavy. And also, I wasn't going to shy away from my ability because, if he hands me a riff and I get to do something interesting vocally over it, I'm like, cool. It's like, it didn't feel like I was rehashing anything vocally. So it was exciting for me. So I was, I guess, kind of shocked when it came out, and it was like shit on. And it wasn't shit on by, I don't know if critics is the way. It felt like it was like a band, like a musician's record versus like someone who listens to Poison Wells record.
Yeah.
Because people who played instruments, I always heard to be like, I love that record.
Yeah, I think if you were a day one, you got the record. If you came in on You Came Before You, you didn't get the record. That was my, like, I remember at the time being like, this is just what they do. Just be a bit weird.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, we're not here to talk about fucking versions. You got a new record, Peace in Place.
Yes.
Firstly, so you did some reunion shows 2015, 2016, and then just fucking dip again.
Yeah.
In and out. We dipped, and then 2020. I think we
Yeah,
took
but
a few
that's
years
a
off.
big dip, right? 16 to 20 is like,
I
yo,
guess.
like, hey,
I
we're
guess.
nah.
It's like,
Yeah. Good point.
what happens there? Like, you come back, and is there no talk of doing a record? It's just
No, it was just.
No, there was no. We would talk about doing
Him and I
records
talked about
all
this
the time.
10 years ago. We talked about this forever, about doing it. It was just getting Ryan on board and getting the thing moving because the thing had stopped. Like, we're not managers. We don't know like what needs to get done. You know, like there's just a lot of stuff that happens on the back end that him and I were like,
was there a point that kickstarted? Okay, we're gonna make a record.
yeah,
The Horns and Tails re-recording,
for the box set.
which was the our way of getting into the studio together in the easiest way, like not having to write a new song, you know? So we knew we were doing this box set, and Chris and I were talking, and I was like, well, what if we go re-record Horns and Tails? It already exists, and we can, it's an acoustic song, so like, let's make it a band song.
Yeah.
And I think that might be a good way for us to get in a room together and see if...
So it was calculated
Yeah.
by you. And did anyone else know the calculation?
Yeah, I knew.
Chris knew.
You two knew, and you were like, let's get the band back together.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum over
I mean,
here.
Nice.
I think I like saying it's scheming because it's fun, but I don't think it was. I just think it's understanding what path we needed to take to see if we can reach that end goal, without ruining our relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because any time that the conversation came up about writing a record, you instantly felt the pressure. So you don't start the conversation with pressure. You start the conversation with, hey, let's do something cool. And then if something comes of it, great. If not, it's cool. We get to hang out for a couple of days.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was actually like, I realized I could sing again because I didn't know if I could because I had taken so much time off. And I think Ryan was like, I could still play guitar and riff, and I can still be in a room together with you guys. And we had a good time. And I remember we were done recording the song and we were sitting outside of the studio. And Ryan was like, I had a lot of fun. We should do more of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's do more of that.
And you were
You're like, it worked.
And then it took,
worked.
but
It
even
worked.
then, it still took another 2 years before we actually even did anything.
Yeah, took a minute.
When did Will Putney get involved?
After Tom
Yeah.
took us on.
Yeah, Tom suggested Will.
Just the best possible fucking choice.
Yeah,
was
we were
great.
just talking about Will on our way here. And, another record. And if we make another record, I would love to do it with Will. I had such an amazing
Same.
experience with him.
I did every single Stray album with Will, and then we always just said, if we're not doing it with Will, we're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
He really is, for Stray, he is a fifth member. And the hangout is so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, he brings the best out of everybody. He'll let you know when your shit sucks. He'll let you know
Yeah.
when it's cool, which is great. And he's just like, that could be better. You're like, okay, I can figure out how to make this better.
He's a no man.
Yeah.
We need more
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
He's a
100%.
fucking no man, for sure, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this multiple times, but I would be left alone to write lyrics and place, and I'd have to record demos. I don't even know how to use his setup.
In that little room.
I know how to press a space bar
Yeah.
and then press it again to stop, press it to record. So they'd get these janky, horrible sounding demos, me in the room, and they would be recording, and he would have to come, hear the recording, and read the lyrics. And I would be pacing around behind him, freaking out. Because I'm like, I put in so much work and effort into this, and I don't know if it's good.
Yeah.
And if he tells me it sucks and I have to start over, like, I'm going to be devastated. And I spent hours doing this. Luckily for me, I think we only had one time where he was like, you need to start over. None of this works. And every other time, it felt like my dad telling me he was proud of me. But
I think I've said those exact words on this podcast talking about tracking drums.
yeah.
Will knows 3 out of the 5 stray. How many did I do? No, I did 4. 2 out of the 4. Did I do 5? I don't know. Anyway, there was 2. The first 2 records I did with Will, I didn't really learn my parts before we went into the studio, and it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And although we're friends, he like fucking hated it. And then the last 2 records, I really fucking, like, I rehearsed everything. Me and him wrote everything, like, and then I learned it note for note. And then I tracked in like 2.5 days.
That's awesome.
And I've never done it that fast before in my life. And then Will was like, you did fucking amazing. And it was like my dad had said it.
Well, that was the lore I heard, that you like would just learn songs super quick and record a whole record in like 2 days.
Is that, you heard the law?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me about that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was proud.
That you're a G, dude.
That's
man.
sick.
It's not easy, especially his process, because how he records is very different. The first time that we went in there, I'm like, we're not doing drums first? I don't.
Drums last.
Yeah, I'm like, the whole process, it was like a massive.
Do you like that though?
It's depends.
Cool.
Right? I've done records where you do drums first and then the final product is awesome. But for the Poison Well record, we did drums like in the middle towards the end and it was awesome. So it's like, it depends the circumstances, I guess.
Well, it was that way because we wrote songs in the studio for the first time. We never did that.
Yeah. Everything else was us in a room.
We
figuring it out like hours, banging our heads against the wall.
Every record.
Yeah.
We would, not to say we wouldn't finish a song or 2 in the studio, but it was started at rehearsal.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I knew all my stuff going in, where this time we'd sit in the control room and he'd be like, okay, I gotta go upstairs and I gotta learn my shit. And I'm like, it was just different. Now it makes sense. Like I'm like, when we do another record with him, my brain knows how to go about and how he works and how the whole process is gonna go. But the first time I was like, I was just like, what is this? But
I like it because you don't have to over edit things. If it sounds good with the rest of the instruments are what they're going to be like on the record, then you don't have to fucking edit your drums.
Yeah.
And then I also like it if you haven't finished vocals, or if you've done vocals and stuff to the drum track and maybe a line has changed, but you've already tracked drums and your fucking Zilbell is all over one of Jeff's banger lines like it is on the early shit. It's not there, so when you're tracking, you can not go ding ding.
No, 100%. The way he explained it to me is that whole process, and I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Because it was nice to go up there, and I was hearing the final Ryan's guitars.
It's also quite hard to play to that though, because you are accustomed to how it's supposed to sound on record. So if you play a little bit sloppy,
it's super noticeable.
Makes you like think, oh fuck, I'm blowing it.
Yeah, it was definitely noticeable when we do stuff, but it didn't take us very long. I think it did drums in 4 days.
Nice.
I would like to come back and do it in like 2.5.
Get the Will Putney pat on the shoulder. I tell you, it's better than crack.
It's great because
fucking awesome.
We first went in. I hadn't played hardcore music 10 years. So it was like a little bit of like my brain having to not relearn, but think about things differently. And
hardcore music.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
It sounds like you're in fucking.
How do you do,
I'm the
fellow
fire starter.
How do you do, fellow kids? Oh, you know what else we have to do? Because this is now egregious. To get some of these out of.
Get those out of the way.
Because.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just I've done it before. And then when I cut clips.
There's just cans everywhere.
Honestly, and I hate. But it's also your airline's fault. It's fine. I hate that we did this without the producer because, like, she'll go, hey, there's too many cans in shot, and then she takes them out, like, immediately.
Well, that's cool because then this one is going to look like all the other ones.
Yeah, a little different.
No.
I like that you're having little problems.
I'm having
It
so
seems
many. For the record, anyone, this can stay on the podcast. We had a camera die without me noticing because Madison's not here today. And so that's why the first maybe fucking 40 minutes of the podcast is wide cam only. And I'm sorry.
Host and producer.
And that's why I gave her a job. I was like, I need fucking help. Because earlier when I was doing the intros, I did them all. 10 minutes of fucking around, and I realised I hadn't pressed record. So that's why if you see me like looking under there, it's because if that dies or these dies, I'm fucked. In 28 minutes, this camera is going to die, but I have a backup plugged into it now. This is all shit she does. She's essential, and that stays on the podcast. And Simon, you're also essential because what you will have done is edited the first part of the podcast, cut out any fucking dog shit, and it will look good. Anyway.
I have a question.
For me, love it.
Yeah. So while I was power washing the brown streaks in the toilet bowl out there
Wasn't me.
with my pee,
Yeah, okay.
I was wondering, I don't know this, the dude from Kubla Khan, Honeysuckle, what's his last name?
Honeycutt.
What is it?
Matt Honeycutt. Honeysuckle.
So one, that dude's awesome, but it's like
he's
one of
great.
my favorite guests you have. Did you ask him about his lyrics?
I can't remember. We talked about Chipotle a lot. That's what I remember.
Chipotle's great.
Why?
No,
Are
I
you
just-
annoyed that I asked you about the lyrics?
No, not at all. I wonder, I was just like, do you...
Do I ask everyone about them?
Yeah, do you ask all singers about lyrics?
Okay, and this is no shade on Matt Honeycutt. Like, I love Kubla Khan, but I listen to Kubla Khan when I'm in the gym. I'm listening to Kubla Khan for aggression.
Got it.
And I'm not really listening to what he says unless he says one of the silly mosh calls, and I'm like, it's pretty funny.
He's got great stage banter.
He's great. He's amazing. You personally, and I would say honestly, and I'm sorry to do it to you, but you and George from Deaf Heaven, your lyrics have come at the most important times of my life and matched the darkness that I was at. So I was really eager to get in on, the words that have meant a lot to
No,
me.
and I don't have a problem with it. I don't want you to think I do. I really appreciate that. Thank you for
Yeah,
saying that.
no, not at all.
Yeah, I'll just...
There's no more of them.
I just wanted to bring up
No, that's all right.
Honeysuckle because he's the best.
He's the best. There's no more lyric things.
Please, it's not at all like a thing. I'm not...
No, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
okay. No, it's just
Keep asking me about my lyrics, bro.
no, because you don't know the answer.
I had a couple.
Yeah, you did. I think maybe George Deaf Heaven, you, maybe Isham from Emperor. I had some. Was this about wizards or? But yeah, not really.
Okay.
I don't think so. It basically means I really like your band.
No, I get that from what you're saying.
Yeah, if I dig deep, it's because I really like your band, and luckily most people watching also do, and maybe they'll be like, "You didn't ask him about this line. Why did you ask him about the Zilbell?" No, the Zilbell's a clip, Simon, but I'm really annoyed that it might be wide angle only.
Also, too.
Can you put the bell every once in a while in
So
here?
it used to be I had a Zilbell was the censoring for swearing on here. But I can put it in. Simon can pop it in a couple of places.
Are you bleeping out all the...
I used to do it on Instagram because I thought it made the algorithm squish it, but it doesn't. The word does, but the actual voice doesn't. But the only one I do bleep out is "See you next Tuesday."
Like the band or the word?
The word. The word.
Okay. There's a band called See You Next Tuesday.
Yeah, but it stands for, the CUNT.
No,
You didn't know that? See you next Tuesday.
No.
CUNT.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was a common thing. That's what that band's named after.
Damn, I feel that shit took me way too long to figure out what the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah.
Even after you said "see you next Tuesday," I still
Yeah,
didn't
okay.
catch
So
on.
that word is technically hate speech.
Got it.
I don't even get it. Break it down. I'm dumb. What is see you next to?
CUNT.
CUNT. It's spelled.
Spell that
It makes
out.
a word.
Yeah, okay. So
It makes a word.
it makes a word. So
Word
that
Got it.
That word
Got it.
is hate speech. And I've had, because I'm from the UK, I say it all the time.
There's nothing hateful about that, especially being a British man.
Can
Yeah,
be. It
but
depends on how you
in
say
the
it.
eyes of the algorithm, it is derogatory word against women. So I did one episode with North Lane, Australians, I'm British.
Yeah.
Probably dropped
800.
like Django levels of not that word, but you know what I mean. Like,
Exactly. I know what you mean. The same like
the same amount of
reaction
frequency
to it.
Yeah, and it wasn't anyone. No one said anything, but the algorithm was like, "This has been flagged for hate speech."
I love. What did you say? The eye in the eye of the algorithm.
The eye of the algorithm.
Sounds like a fucking new Rush song or something.
Take that lyric, baby.
Plot twist. It wasn't a Zill bell. It was an LP ice bell.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that the truth?
Yes.
I bought a Zilbell because of you, bro.
That's why I said plot twist.
That's killed everything.
He's like, I've been lying, bro.
What happened to Trembling Level?
I think we love. I love that song. I think we all love that song. Just to make it very clear, it's not on the. It's not on the record because we hate it, but it had been out for a whole year.
Yeah.
And we kind of thought, well, it's already been out. It's its own thing. We released a vinyl with it.
Yeah.
That it might be cool to just have an extra song. We wanted to make sure our record was lean,
kind of fresh, you
lean
know? It's
and
like-
mean. We had a certain amount of time.
40 minutes, 42.
It's like is it?
38 minutes?
Well, only because of the secret song. But 3 minutes of that is silence, right?
Yes.
So,
The old school secret song.
Yeah.
yeah, which is
Some-
also,
some-
there's some fucking mad ass.
Yeah, some people are real
people are
mad
like,
about it.
I don't give a fuck how good the song is. I'm not going to wait 3 minutes. But I thought you could just like, and skip that bitch.
People are just so lazy.
But maybe there's no way that laziness can, like that type of laziness. Could it just be that they don't know that you can,
If you don't know that you can move,
you can't do that in your car.
It's
Like
a
I
play-
can't
You
fast.
can't do it in your car.
I
no.
think it's a playlist thing. I think people have been pissed
I've heard that
off.
too.
They're
That
like, I have a playlist, and then there's this.
Oh, I'm
silence,
sorry if you're a person
but-
that just listens to playlists. Fuck you.
Yeah, but it is an old thing. Like I
Yeah.
remember Tool on fucking, is it Undertow? What's
Probably
it?
Undertow.
No, it's
Yeah.
Enema.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
it-
end of Enema. and
No, at the end of whatever the record Sober is on,
Yeah, it's Undertow.
Oh, is it Undertow?
there's a fucking crazy secret song.
Is that the one with the UFO? Oh, there's one on Lateralis as well. Then
Is it?
Yeah, see,
I
I
know that.
I don't know.
the
any-
Undertow one's the really scary one.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it comes way later than 3 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It might not. I'm lying. I'm just saying whatever the fuck. I want.
Nirvana to the Nameless Endless on Nevermind.
Yeah.
It's like
It used to be a thing.
it's like a long.
It
It's
just I don't
long
know.
as fuck.
It seemed like a cool thing to do. Like that secret song, just didn't make sense in the full track listing.
Yeah.
So it was a nice little thing. Like the record ends and you don't have to listen to it, but it's a.
We definitely wanted it on there.
It
It's
is
a
a
fucking
banger,
cool
though.
song.
I think people are annoyed that it's good.
I love that song.
Is it called Mercedes? Or
Yes.
Yeah, I had to dig to find that out.
Yeah. So it's called Mercedes. My wife's name is Sadie, but her mother was gonna call her Mercedes. It's
Oh,
about her.
It's about her.
Yeah.
Cute.
It's awesome. It's
It's
I
great.
fucking love it.
Stray had a secret track, but we only ended up putting it on the vinyl, and I wanted it to be on the end of a song, but I got vetoed. And it's like a fucking jazz song. So I get it. But I wanted it in like a Dillinger Escape Plan way. I was like, well, at the end of the heaviest song, we'll go into this jazz section. Everyone was on board
Yeah.
and fucking tracked it, and then they pussied out.
And if you put it at the end of the track, then people can skip it because
Yeah.
then you just go right. Like
Exactly. But it didn't happen. But it used to be back in the day. Do you remember that there was a few, I can't remember any that were like icon, and maybe Deftones. Someone had one where you skipped backwards.
Queens
And
did that.
Track, was it Queens of Stone Age?
Yeah, Songs for the Deaf. There's like a
Track 0.
there's a track 0 before the fucking.
Yeah. You can go, you press back and you get to a track 0.
Yeah.
Only works on CDs.
I didn't know that.
It was like tail end of the CD era, new way to do a secret track.
Yeah, I remember
Go
that.
back.
That's awesome.
Or there's no equivalent now.
Oof, we're gonna figure it out.
You know what?
LP number 7.
You know
We'll
what?
figure it out.
I'll tell you because they'll forget. There is an equivalent now, but it can only be done on vinyl, which is you put the secret track on the middle part of the vinyl. So it never actually gets there unless you fucking...
Interesting.
But
That's
it,
cool.
but it doesn't work. That it does like mine doesn't go that deep. It doesn't touch the metal part.
I don't know if it's just maybe it's just before it but you leave a big gap.
Because there is,
I've seen that before.
It does sit there and
Yeah.
bobble and shit. So you're right. There, you probably could do that. Oof, what's up?
Take it. Next record.
Yep.
It's yours.
What is it? The eye of the fucking.
The eye of the algorithm.
The eye of the algorithm.
Please use it. That would fucking make my life. 17 years is a long time to get fucking rusty.
Yeah.
Yes.
As to genre-defining musicians, was it difficult to pick up where you left off proficiency-wise? I have this written. You kind of alluded to it, but if you want to get more specific about it, like obviously you've mentioned a couple of times, I found out I could sing again. You said, I haven't played hardcore style drumming in a while. Difficult?
I wouldn't say difficult. It was more just thinking differently, right? So I've been playing like pop, electronic pop music, rock music. I was doing all the Greg Puciato stuff, which was kind of like all over the place.
Oh, you did Black Queen, didn't you?
No.
Why do I think you've done all these things?
I don't know. I mean, I did track some stuff for them. I don't know if it got chopped up and used because it's electronic stuff.
Oh, that counts. I was right.
Yeah. So my brain was just thinking differently. And then, going to Will's and then I'd be like, hey, let's try this. And he'd be like, well, no, let's do this. And then he would do it. And I'd be like, okay, that makes more sense. Like kick following the riff.
Oh, Will loves that.
Like he loves it. And I'm like, I want to kind of,
You and me.
Yeah, I want to break away. And he sometimes it's I'll give you this, but you're negotiating that stuff. That was part of it. The other thing was just, I hadn't played double kick in like 15 years.
I was going to say, how was
But you gave Tom James Payne. Shout out to James Payne.
I did.
He's a beast. If you ever want to understand all the mechanics and what's happening, he's the guy.
You know what? He's like, I should be getting commission because I'll say
Give me 5%.
You said to Tom, I need someone to help with getting my feet back in shape. And I was like, this is your guy, James Payne. Plays in a death metal band called Hiss from the Moat. But he's unbelievable. Does like Nile covers and stuff. And then Kevin Kane, Knock Loose, same thing. He was like, I want to tighten my feet up. And he came to me. And I was like, bro, you don't need me. My feet aren't good. You want this guy. You should be on commission.
You should be like, yo, James.
But I saw you guys at Brooklyn Bowl, and you were fucking killing it.
Thank you, but it's better now because I've been continuing to work on it and shit like that. It's like learning ankle technique and then getting into the whole swivel thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned a ton from him of like, because this left leg couldn't do anything. It was like a club. It would just go, and that was it. And then
you're doing the whole springs off the pedal shit.
Yeah, he started that just to get the motion going. And I would do it with my right leg too, because when we started again, I started getting a weird pain, like the thigh, where your
hip flexor.
Yeah, and I was doing too much caveman shit.
That's me. I'm doing the same thing.
Do you get a pain there?
Not anymore because I actually went to, because I didn't want to do double kick. I went to Matt Gasker from Animals. He's
an encyclopedia of everything awesome drum wise.
He straightened me up.
Yeah.
Well, what about vocals? What was this moment where you were like, I can sing again?
Well, I mean, that was that was what, 2020 when we did that, and then we started seriously talking about doing a record, and I was like, oh, this scheming has gotten me
drunk.
I got a workload now.
I was like, fuck, I gotta fucking scream again and sing again. And I hadn't been like screaming regularly. I mean, I know that's a thing you do now, and I do that at home. It wasn't a thing before. I would just like go on tour. We were on tour all of the time, so my voice was always ready for it. So finally, when I had to do it for extended periods of time, like when we do these tours, I was like, oh shit, like something's changed. I had like a rhinoplasty. I had a really crooked nose. Okay. And I felt like that gave me more room, so I had to get used to that as well. It was a different feeling than it used to be. I did go to a bunch of people. I took some lessons from Melissa Cross for a little bit, David Benitez at Extreme Vocal Institute, Mark.
I've seen that guy's videos.
Yeah, Mark from Cardivox Academy. If anything, it made me more interested in understanding why my voice worked the way it did. Because back in the day, I just did it. It wasn't like a thing I was interested in the mechanics of it. And now that's part of my journey of vocals, like I'm just trying to, like, we're on tour with somebody, a singer. I'm like, oh,
What are you doing?
What the fuck you do, you know? They're like, oh, I don't do shit. I gargle fucking piss and I don't warm up. And I'm like, fuck, I got to do all this shit.
There's not many of those left.
I'm like nebulizing, steaming, vocal warm-ups multiple times a
vocal
day.
rests. You doing vocal rests?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Everything. I mean, we haven't started tour yet, so once I'm on
like
tour,
this 2 days in, that fucking podcast.
Trying to sleep, trying to do as much as I can. I mean, obviously, I'm older, so it doesn't come.
Yeah,
doesn't feel like it comes
with a kid
as easy. Yeah.
Did you change your register? Did you have to change it?
I didn't do it on purpose, but I think it has been changing. I remember You Come Before You, my voice was a lot lower than it had been. And though I do think I can hit those higher notes, it's a different location. It's a fucking muscle that's moving, doing scales basically. So
you went back to school.
I love it.
And it worked.
I think it's great. Like I want to improve. I want to be the best I can. I want to sound fucking brutal, but I want to sound as beautiful as I possibly can. Yeah. I'm just working at it. I think it's great that I have on my downtime, I have something to focus on that I can see improvements on.
Yeah.
So my free time now feels like it's being spent on important stuff, whereas before, you know, I'd finish work or do whatever I got to do, and I'd be like, I'm gonna play fucking video games, which I still do.
I was gonna say, are you a gamer? Because you mentioned it earlier.
I fucking love playing video games, but now I find myself just naturally wanting to put time into my vocals because it's rewarding. Like you know, to see improvements. Like Chris rolled up, and I was like, yo, fucking. Them wheels sound
good.
Them wheels sound good. And it's motivating. I was telling him, and I was like, it's fucking motivating for me because we were both in the same spot. We were like, man, we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And when he rolled up, I was like, I'm gonna step my fucking shit up too because you can see all that effort that he put into it. And I know that you probably don't feel like you're there, but that's the whole point, right? Once you get to the top of that fucking mountain, where else are you gonna go?
Kind of becomes your baseline. Then you keep looking at the next thing you got to go to. Now I'm like, oh, I gotta get the swivel territory. You know, that's kind of where I'm at now. You know,
Do you think you needed the time off in order to look at it this seriously?
Maybe.
I think you needed it to miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I mean like
appreciate
the craft.
The craft. Yeah. Because maybe it came pretty easy back then.
Yeah.
We were always conditioned. We toured 10 months out of the year?
Toward a fuck ton, yeah.
Yeah. So like there was never a point where like you'd feel like you were out of practice or you spent too much time eating shit and now you have to like come back from it. If anything, it's a positive, I think, you know. I guess it could be both, right? Just depending on who you're talking to. Some people could be like these old fucks.
No. Do you know what? I think it's really cool that a band comes back and is more dedicated in the craft work of it than they were before. Because a lot of guys get back together and they do it for it's been 10 years, it's a paycheck. Like, the reunion shit. And then you go see them and it's like, you guys don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you can see they don't give a fuck. And you guys look like you give a fuck. And now I'm hearing that, you do. It takes a lot of time to get back in shape for that shit.
I think that was always
done it.
kind of part of the band's DNA as we were kind of coming up. We were like, how do we get better? You know, I remember listening to Opposite of December and just being bummed on my playing and being like, next time we do this, it has to be better. And then we did Tear and I'm like, it's got to be better and it's got to be better. Yeah. It wasn't until Tropic Rot that I'm like, I feel really good about this.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you know, going through the whole playing with other people and coming back together and then the learning curve I was telling you about. Now it's like, okay, I see kind of like where peace in places where we came together. Like how do I take that? What's the next thing from that to move up?
Yeah, it's all the little wins.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and that's happening. So like for me, any little win I get like gives me like that fucking motivation to keep going.
It's addictive.
Yeah.
Like getting better and better.
I've stopped looking at like the long game. Like I spent my whole life worrying about so far in the future that like it was never possible to accomplish anything because you're never going to do that if you're thinking about miles and miles of problematic things.
No, it's like totally demotivating.
Yeah. So like now I'm just like, yo, little wins, like something that I've been working on and it works a little bit. I'm like, cool, perfect. Keep pushing on that. And I think in general in life, right? Like, I mean, I think like if you just focus on like all the little improvements you're making, like you're gonna get to that ultimate goal. It's just you gotta have patience to get there.
Yeah.
It bums me out that you are bummed out about your playing on Opposite of December.
No. It's not that I'm bummed. It's just, you know, I have, we get a little psychology. I have the wound within myself of never feeling good enough. So that's the thing that like
Imposter syndrome.
No, it's more of a thing of like
He's nodding his head.
feeling okay, but like you're like, this is cool and I like this, but that little nagging thing.
You're a perfectionist. You're never going to be happy with something you did when you were fucking 18 because you're trying to be perfect now. So, of course, that guy over there wasn't going to fucking do it if you're still trying to find it here.
Good therapist.
Yeah.
Like fucking Tony Soprano.
Yeah. Also, to the idea of perfection, like what's perfection, right? Is it everything snapped to a grid perfectly in tune, or is it like the crazy moment that you capture? It's all subjective, right?
Well, I want you to know that those records were pivotal in me starting a metalcore band back then, and my drumming was based on your drumming, and for me at the time,
respect.
That was like my fucking pinnacle. It's like I want to sound like that.
Appreciate it.
I put fucking zill bells all over everything. Fucking
you're a beast. I mean, not because of me, but
I mean,
because of your own hard work. You know?
but technically kind of because of you.
I respect.
I wanted to be able to do those things. Again. The little fucking
hit the zill bell, hit the ice bell out of time.
The digga-diggas.
Are you a better drummer because of my lyrics, or
no? But I'm
just kidding.
I'm definitely fucking. You want to get really fucking dark? You know, there's a case there for might not have made it out of some shit without your lyrics. I was listening to I never listened to lyrics, but I was listening to yours. I remember after a particularly bad breakup. Fuck, she did not love me. I was on the train on the way back, listening to Tear from the Red. I remember I was on the train from Newbury to Reading. I remember exactly where I was, and I had 2 CDs with me. One was Tear from the Red, and one was Kill Switch. And it was,
which Kill
it
Switch?
It was fucking
Alive
with Just Breathing. Yeah,
that's a banger.
I only really like the first 2 Kill Switch records. I'm that guy.
Howard's a sweetheart. Howard's a sweetheart of a
There's
guy.
a couple Howard songs.
Hard. There is definitely. I mean,
whatever song that is.
Is it Rose of Sharon?
Rose of Sharon.
Rose of Sharon.
I like you. Like whatever song that is.
I don't know the name of the song.
I feel like maybe I do put that first Howard record in there. No, maybe there's 3 I like. Alive or Just Breathing. I can't remember. Anyway.
The fuck are we talking about?
I can't.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. No, it was on to another thing anyway. It doesn't matter.
You were on the fucking train with 2 CDs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it
We
was.
don't gotta finish
It
it,
was
yeah.
no. It was a Tear from the Red day. I was crying. Leave it in, Simon. This is like fucking. It must be 2005, maybe.
When that happened?
Yeah, maybe 2004. Shit, 2004 it was. Anyway, enough about me crying on a train, on the Newbury to Reading train.
Talk to therapist Jeff.
I'm not that guy anymore. I'm fine now.
He's good.
I'm fine now. Okay.
I'm not a therapist.
He could be. We're nearly done anyway.
TV.
We're nearly done. The music industry is...
No, I want to do what fucking...
What do you want to do?
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. What's that dude's name?
Guy Fieri.
Remember when Rogan's trying to get him off and he's like, "No, this is awesome. We're going to keep going." I want to do that.
You want to keep going?
3 fucking hours.
I need to back shit up, but I'll do it if you
No,
want.
it's fine. This is fun, though.
Fucking movie. It's great fun, and I need more people on the Patreon so I can buy the fucking cards so I don't have to double back stuff up. Okay, music industry is completely different right now, obviously.
Yeah.
What's better and what's worse versus the early 2000s?
Less gatekeepers. I mean, we go anytime we have a tour or we release something, it's like direct on Instagram and Facebook and all that sort of stuff. You don't need the major label machine to put you out there because you have a direct window to people that like your band. That's one big thing.
Yeah, I think I don't know enough about what was happening record label wise back in the day to compare it to now. It always felt like when we were. Why are you looking over there?
I haven't got a producer. I have
sorry,
to check the fucking
well,
cameras.
you look down. I'm glad that you explained
That's
why
a
you.
red
I
light.
thought it was like moving around too much. I was
No,
like,
no. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
producer today. I'm
It's just me.
struggling, bro.
But yeah,
Listening
like
and struggling.
yeah, I don't remember. Like I remember being on like a major label and having like same stupid major label shit. Like fucking, what's a single and you know.
Yeah. We don't know what anything means. I
Tom
guess.
Williams takes care of
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff for us that is that sorry so which is great because then we can focus on just being in our band and writing music, so shielding us from having to deal with all that fucking bullshit. I think is great because you end up focusing on it so much that it's hard to fucking juggle all that shit, right? So like for me, I'm grateful that I don't have to fucking think about it or have an answer to this question because I got better people to deal with it.
So not really indicative of the era we're in, but more how the band is structured is better now because you don't have to deal with shit.
Well, yeah, just because I never really understood it anyway. You know, it was more just like disappointment after disappointment, right? Like, even with like earlier record labels where you're like, we're friends. And then you're like, oh, you've been fucking me for a long time. So, you know,
I feel like there was more of that then.
I think it was a lot easier to do that.
Yeah, and you couldn't get completely fucking just flogged publicly if you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to go to Kerrang and be like, hey, this has happened. And then like,
Now you make a post and
it's like
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess
so
it's
like,
a good thing.
Yeah, we dealt with that a lot. I mean, I would say like for the entirety of our career, we're pretty fucked. A lot of the times, there's just like weird decisions made and stuff.
Yeah. By labels and managers.
Well, no.
Labels, managers,
And even us, I mean, we
Well,
would make weird decisions.
Well, we're the ones. I mean, ultimately, we're the ones. Yeah. Well, ultimately, we're the ones who. That was like. Remember back in the day, like you and I would sit down and we'd be like, "We're gonna look at the money."
Yeah.
Because we haven't been looking at the money,
Yeah.
and not that there was a problem with the money, but we would have a problem because we didn't know about the money.
Yeah.
So something must be going on.
Yeah.
With the money.
Best-
So, getting
that's
involved
100%.
in the business of our band was something that became important. But now that we're still involved in the business of our band, but it's not like taking up so much of our time that we can't just concentrate on
You got someone
the,
you can trust with it.
being the best dudes in Poison Well and fucking writing a record and stuff. So
One of the advices during that period of time that my dad gave me, it was like, nobody's going to care about your money and your band and your business like you will. Like you guys need to actually pay attention to what's going on. And that's always stuck with me. And at one point we had a business manager, then we didn't have a business manager. Then we started taking over stuff. We could see where stuff was going. So it made more sense of like, that's why we don't have any money because we did this dumb thing here. We did this dumb thing there. We should have did this. We did that. Not budgets, blah, 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 blah. Just shit like that.
I hear that because I'm the same. I'm okay with like retrospectively looking at something and being like, oh, I can see where I fucked up right here.
Yeah.
But when I do that and someone else fucked up, fucking scorched earth.
Yeah, it's
It
like
happens too much as well.
Yeah, 100%. So, you know, we, especially him and I, are very, very much involved with making sure that, you know, financially we do smart things and we're not frivolous and all that sort of stuff. You know?
yeah, I like to know where the $2 that were spent went.
He goes a little overboard.
Chris.
He goes a little overboard sometimes. I don't care about the $2, but I do care about the, you know, $2,000. You know.
Well, in my mind, I'm going, well, if we let these $2 slides, how many other $2 have slides? And those $2 turn into a lot of cash.
which is
It's
logically it makes a lot of sense. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, we read it. We run a tight ship.
Yeah.
So
does that answer that question?
I mean, it's a completely different answer, but it was good.
Okay.
I liked it. Is there anything you don't like about being back in this era? It feels like, To me, in my head, this is like Encino Man, but a metalcore band.
I don't like being old and trying to play music,
Thawed
like
out.
aggressive music as an old man, because I have to do so much more now than I did when I was younger, like warming up and stretching and all this stuff and eating. And if you don't eat at a certain time, and all the fucking things that as being a drummer, fucking.
That's not the era though. That's just getting old.
Yeah. I mean, I like all that stuff because it kind of gives me motivation to do that. Sorry, not to like just be like, oh, whatever, bro, whatever.
No, everybody has their different take. It's totally cool.
It forces me to have to do that stuff.
Let me
where
be
I
a
think like I
therapist.
wouldn't.
Let me be a therapist for a second. I feel like you have needed more things to make you feel like you're in a band. Like even down to earlier on in this podcast where you talked about how you saw the other guys were buying gear, so you were like, I want shoes. Yeah. But now you seem so stoked on like having to warm up and doing this stuff. It feels like maybe it was like the missing thing that would make you feel like I'm in a band.
And I have talked about that pretty openly.
Yeah.
Like, after when I started talking to Chris, I was like, one of the things I was missing was a creative outlet. Like I didn't have that anymore. And I want to be creative, but I don't know how to play instruments, and I'm not going to join another band. And I can be creative in other ways, but this was like a big ass hole that was left. And I was like, I would like to do this again. I like singing. I miss playing shows. So I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to play shows, and I got to fucking record a record with Will Putney at a time where I could appreciate Will Putney as a producer, as a friend.
The overall experience too.
Just like when I was in Poison the Well, like I was pretty just not. People were like, "Oh, be present and shit." I would say I would be a huge candidate for somebody who wasn't present.
Yeah.
So I get to have it's the fucking Step Brothers thing. Even better. We got it when we're 40, right? Like I feel that way all of the time.
Yeah.
So for me, I try to look at everything that you were asking, like, is it hard to find darkness in this stuff? I have a lot of positive stuff going on. It feels good to be able to look at the negative because I have a positive to counteract it, where in the past it was shit. It felt like it was shit after shit after shit after shit.
It's good that you're actually managing to write good music despite that. You know what I mean? Sometimes people think that an artist that writes pained music, which you guys do and you still do, like when they don't have that pain, like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't really believe it.
But it's more concentrated, because if it's always pained, it's not concentrated.
Yeah.
It's always pained. So I feel like because it's now the byproduct, right? It's after the positive, it's more concentrated because it's not happening as often. So I feel it more.
Feel it more.
Yeah.
Nice. Spread it out over 2 songs. What is success for Poison the Well now?
Oh, man. I think just doing this now in our 40s, and like people still caring, and then there's still chemistry between the three of us. And to me, it kind of definitely closed a circle that was still open when we hiatused. For me, there was a lot of like mourning the loss of something and feeling like something didn't actually complete what it was supposed to do. And then when we started doing all this stuff and things started falling into place, it felt like that circle closed. And to me, I'm good. Like, he could be like, hey, I don't want to do this. I'm going to have 50 kids. I'm out. And I would be bummed.
But your story finished.
But I would feel like there's the thing completed. You know what I mean? Whereas like before, when we hiatused, I was real sad. I was sad when we talked on the bus in Europe. I was sad when I came home because I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do in my life. And then I moved to California, and it's like away from all I knew and trying to pursue something that I didn't know where it was going to go. And yeah, the loop, I would always come back to it, man. Fuck, we made such dumb decisions. We were such dumb young kids. And
you felt like you'd thrown it away.
Yeah, just like Jeff was saying too, is like people taking advantage of us because we're like, like open, nice, good people. And it felt like, fuck, man. There was the thing was there, and it like slipped away because we were. So for me now, it's just like, wow, like this. I'm
you've
good.
done it. This is success.
Yeah,
What you're doing
anything
right
past
now.
anything past for me, like opposite of December tour, this record and everything, like anything, I'm like, this is cool. Like this is awesome. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be doing it with these dudes. I'm stoked who's on our crew. I'm stoked on Tom, Bookie, everybody involved. It feels like it's a cohesive team, and it feels like the loop has closed, at least for me, from my particular point. Because before, I was like I said, I was like, fuck. Well, fuck that one up. Like, had this rad band and rad chemistry with people, and like, all right, well, I guess that's it. You know, like this is how this ends. But you know, him and I never really gave up, to be quite honest. And obviously, I'm not saying anything against Ryan, but him and I would spend many hours on the phone, like, you know, trying to figure it out. You know,
Over the 17 years, just still like,
Yeah,
how
just
can you do
talking
it?
about-
And then you found the plan that worked.
We would just talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we
How
would
awesome it would be, you know?
sometimes we just reminisce. We're just calling each other to see how
Yeah.
we were doing. And
Yeah.
we'd be like, wouldn't it be cool? You know,
Yeah.
like I miss it. Like, but we understood that like everything had to fall in place in order
Yeah.
to do it. But,
pieces in place.
you know,
Is that the meaning?
No,
I
He
would
said no. He said yeah.
no. There's-
I
we're
think so.
gonna have two.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like we talk about pretty extensively at Will's about like peace and place, what
Yeah.
like it meant to each of us. Like if we were talking about it in the context of like the record, like everything we went through to have the record done, and then also like the whole path to get here.
Yeah.
You know, talking to each other and like figuring out ways for stuff to work and get together. Like I feel like that could be the piece in place, right? The tear or the tier of
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it right.
I said no, but I was talking shit. For me, it's a dual meaning
Yeah.
of like peace, of like coming to a place where we're adults and we can do this, and then pieces where like all the pieces.
all
fall
these
in
things
place.
are you know,
Yeah.
so double meaning. But,
Yeah, but spelled like the like the peace sign.
but like even this, right? Like you ask that question and Chris is answering and I'm listening to him explain something that I probably would never have heard him say unless we were sitting here doing that. I think that's successful. That's a deeper path into my friend's like mindset on it. It makes me happy to hear that he's happy and that he got back something he thought he lost.
Yeah.
So I think that's successful. Friendship, that's a big fucking thing for me.
Yeah.
Tom is my friend now.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Will's my friend.
Yeah.
These are people that
They're two of
weren't-
my best friends.
yeah, they weren't in my life before. Like this band has given, I think I can speak for both of us, like so much.
Yeah.
So you feel like this is success?
Oh, absolutely.
This is it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Like anything, this is all like extra shit. I mean, you know, we got to be in a band. We're still in this band, so it's been awesome. Like the whole ride, even like the break in between. Like you said, maybe it was kind of necessary for us to come back.
Oh, definitely. But not everyone comes back and does it. A lot of people come back and it's like either they don't feel the same, or it's a cash grab, or the fucking it's lightning in a bottle. You can't do it again.
Yeah.
I think
I feel like you did it again.
we talked about it a lot. I don't think we would have released anything if it was subpar. You know,
Will
maybe-
Putney's such a big fan as well. There's no way. When I heard you were going with Will, I was just like, fuck.
I mean, yeah, him, like you kind of said, he was kind of an additional member of Stray. I mean, he became an additional member of the band when we're in the studio, you know?
Yeah, he's a fan. He knows.
He's awesome. Yeah, he's fucking great.
He knows I'm desperate for him to do Metallica.
That would be awesome.
Imagine
record
it.
a
Yeah,
Metallica.
imagine it. Imagine.
I mean,
It's-
he's S tier producer. Like
I
the
know.
fact that, I mean, fucking James Hetfield or Lars is not knocking on his door is kind of crazy.
I feel like they go for it. Yes, man. I think I have a big, and I'll put you guys as legacy metalcore band. I think every legacy band should go to Will Putney, provided he likes the band.
Yeah.
Because the guy's a fucking genius. I'm done with sucking Tom and Will's fucking peckers in this podcast.
I think when you reach a certain level, you have to consciously surround yourself with no men.
Yeah, no man. I love
Like,
a no man, and you know
yeah.
what? I respect it so much. I respect it. I respect you for saying. You said, "Am I glistening?" You said, "Am I glistening?" And I said, "Is that because I'm glistening?" He was like, "You're glistening." I was like, "That's a fucking no man." Love a no man. We need no men to succeed.
But you were quick to be like, no, I have a new skincare regimen.
Exactly. So it was good. It wasn't
It was
like
great.
detrimental.
No, but I'm also glistening because of the fucking lights, and we're in Tennessee.
Yep.
Your skin is fantastic, by the way.
It does. It's
It looks very good. It looks very good.
I got prescribed this thing called tretinoin or something, and it's like it nukes your fucking skin. It's prescription only.
But is it for what, lines?
Yeah.
Or what, you have acne? What's wrong with your skin?
Nothing, just getting old. And this guy just hit me up. I had so many comments on the podcast of people saying like, "Are you ill?" Because I got because and all it is right. I'm just getting older in front of you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just getting older in front of you, and people are like, "Oh my god, he looks like shit. Oh, he looks bad. Blah blah blah. Blah. Is he unwell?"
So you have a plethora of no men in your comment section.
Yeah.
Or shit posters.
A bit. I can't buy the both, but I was like, "Fuck, I do really look quite bad. I better do something about this." And then I know this is what happened. I just posted the comments onto my Instagram story, and then just some random doctor hit me up and was like, "I think I asked for like, has anyone got skincare routines? Because I'm getting roasted on the internet." And then this doctor hit me up and he was like, "Ignore everything. This is the only thing that works. It's prescription only. I'll prescribe it for you." It fucking melts your skin. Like I have to put it on. I can't put it on the day before I have a podcast because your skin like fucking flakes. But what it is the collagen regenerating. So like,
My girlfriend probably knows about this.
as long as you like moisturize and whatever uses shit, like it's fucking great. I look young. I think.
Yeah, you do. Actually, I was like, man, this fucking skin looks great.
Thanks. 39 last week. Nearly 40.
Happy belated.
45,
Thanks
gonna
very
be
much.
45.
Hey, you guys look good. This is a young old men's club.
Yeah, I mean it's also that fucking green light ain't helping either.
That's a no, man. That's a fucking no, man, telling me about my lighting. I got one last question. If you
Yes.
have a good one for me. If not, it's going to get cut. Is there anything about Poison the Well's story that you feel like hasn't been told enough?
I don't think most people know how far we would try to go. And I don't know if this is relevant now, but because there's a lot of stuff that we can't. But like in the past, like we would go out of our way to like make sure that like people could come to our shows. And like when people were selling shirts for $20, we were selling them for 10. And, you know, that we would try to say, we would do everything possible to make sure that the integrity of Poison the Well, how we viewed it, was protected also, so that the people who listened to us felt that we were a band that was doing things for the right reasons, that we were always being genuine, that, you know, like I said before, like, oh, everything I've ever written about, I went through, you know, shit like that. So I guess I don't necessarily care that it's being spoken about a lot. It's just something that I'm proud of. And I don't know if that's something that anybody would know, but
That you were for the people. Was that $10 shirts one of the shitty business decisions, though?
I think at the time, like, well, yeah, we were like, well, this is how much this shirt costs, and we'll just sell it for this, not budgeting a tour.
Yeah.
And then come home, you're like, oh yeah, I don't have any money. But the goal was accomplished, right?
Yeah.
The people who came to our shows were able to go get a shirt, come into the show too. Show was cheap, and they left, had a good time, and didn't feel like they were stretched beyond what they can afford. And we got to play a show. I think like that contract is there. It's not their problem what our bottom line is later on.
Yeah.
And I think we still try to do that as much as we can in this industry and in these times.
And with Tom Williams rubbing his greasy mitts, that's a joke.
He's got to get that pool money.
No,
the
yeah.
opposite of December pool.
Yeah, the one that's he's not done yet.
Yeah. No, it's just as you know, everything. If you want to put on a show for people, that shit costs.
Yeah,
look at all those
it's
line
so
items.
fucking
and you're
expensive,
Like,
yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Have you got anything left on the bucket list that Poison the Well didn't achieve on time?
We've never been to Asia.
Never been to Asia.
Never been to Asia.
Never. Dude, we were talking to the contention dudes, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to fucking like Indonesia. I'm like, how the fuck are you guys going to Indonesia?
Tom can hook that up. I did it with Tom 3
Never
times.
done it, dude.
I think it's just making it make sense in a budget when you go over there.
You lose fucking money, but it's worth it.
Well, we were trying to do like a South American tour, and it was like, well, you're not gonna make any money. I'm like, fucking, I don't give a fuck. Like, As long as we're not losing money and whoever needs to do whatever they can do, like
Those ones are worth it, yeah.
I think so. It's, especially too if you're already saying, "Hey, we can't make this work if it's not financially viable." That it's like, well, when is it going to be? And does that mean we're never going to go?
Yeah.
It might have to be. You got to take one for the team so we can go play at these cool ass places.
It's starting again.
Yeah.
Or
basically.
you route a bunch of things that make money, and then you do that so that it all can
You
pay
know,
for
you do
itself.
you do Australia, you make some money in Australia. It's like 8-hour flight, go to Japan, and you go to all the little.
That's basically what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like, I would
It's
just
the way to do it.
I would love to like travel more.
Yeah.
Would be
I can't believe you haven't done. Have you been though?
no.
Oh my god.
What, to Indonesia?
Like any of the Southeast
Anywhere.
Asia.
Japan. I went to Philippines when census fail, and that's it.
Yeah, I've been Japan.
And this is the good thing about that you're with Tom, because I've done 2 of the world's craziest fucking Southeast Asia tours in Stray with Tom, and it was before Tom was like the manager giant that he is today, and it was like they're booking agents, they're going to sort it out, and we went, and it was like play a show, go immediately to the airport to fly to the next load in. But now Tom's seen that and been burnt by that, so when counterparts and everyone goes, they go, show in this cool city, day off in this cool city, fly to the next cool city. And I'm the only thing right now, because it's fresh to me, and I'm like probably how you guys were when you disbanded, like breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thank God that's over for now.
Yeah.
The one thing I miss and still like in my head, I'm like, oh, fuck, I would do another band for that, is going to those places.
Nice.
Not even for money, just for the fun.
Itch will come back. You'll be like, man, I want to play drums in a band.
That's already come back.
Yeah,
but
already come
I'm
back.
like, I want to do a black metal band. I want to do something fucking horrific. I think we're done. I need to go pack up my house.
Yeah.
fair
Thank you.
enough.
Thanks for coming.
I appreciate it, man.